breaks through the nebula. Copper wings cut comet trail. Every star a silent syllable in a book of cosmic tales. Fantastic is here to guide you. Find our fingerprints in stone. Time bends back like burning metal, shows we were never alone. We are dust, we are thunder, we are stories torn asunder in the glow of the stars that shine above us. Through the noise, through the ages, we are turning all the pages, learning future dreams from the ruins that still scream. Remember.
Fantastic explores the wonders, the mysteries of time. Starburst ancient chariots, through the galaxies we climb.
Through the mirror of a dream, if the past is just a mirror held inside an alien head, will we recognize our faces when we finally understand? We are dust, we are thunder, we are stories torn asunder in the glow of the galaxies above us. Through the noise, through the ages, we are turning all the pages, learning future dreams from the ruins that still love
They still
We are dust, we are wonder, riding fire, tearing under every curtain drawn between the lost and the discovered. They still teach us. We are dust. We are dust.
Okay, hopefully you can hear me. Be a miracle if this all works straight away, because I'll actually put the mic back on. So let me know you can hear me all right. I've got the fan on, I can turn that off. Let's see who's here. We can hear you. Woohoo! Look at me. Took a while to set this up last night, more than I was expecting it to, but I got there in the end. I always panic it's going to want me to remember passwords, so I had a lot of time getting it to send one-time codes to my phone. So I'm not used to such a big screen. It means I can read the chat. It means when I'm modding, I can actually read names. Hopefully. All right, let's see who's here. Hey, Vicky. Big part of this is down to you, so thank you so much. Yeah, I've got no excuse not to do any content now, have I? So over the next week, I'll be announcing some of the stuff I'm going to be doing, and you'll see some content coming out. Hoping to have a video out for premiere on Sunday. That'll be a vlog, but a little bit snazzier than usual. Pinky, hey hey. Pam's in the house. Good to see you, sweetie. Wendy, always a pleasure. If you're having problems with messages going through, that's YouTube. That happens to me a lot. So usually on the second try it goes through, but you're doing the right thing, just checking to see if people can see you. Hey John boy. Oh, actually the sun's come out here. I woke up to rain, but it's cleared up. Oh, it's still bloody cold though. Tanya, good morning. Sponge is here. Hey Aussie Cat, how you doing? I'll put Orinoco in the photo on the community post. I just wanted to show I had got a computer, and I was saying to people, I need a PC. I've actually got one. So I have to get used to using a mouse again. Been using trackpads for so long. Pump, good morning. Priority Demon, I'm not too bad. Yeah, bring on the weekend, hell yeah. Hey Susan, Susan's going to be a lurky turkey, not a problem. This is me just making sure I haven't broken anything. Seems to be working though. I shouldn't have said that. I probably just jinxed myself. If YouTube shuts down, it'll be my fault. Is the clicking annoying, by the way? Just realised my mouse is clicking. Hey Rob, saw you in Justin's last night. Behaving in Justin's. I was very disappointed in him. Can't get a good troll out these. Put some southern fried chicken in the air fryer. What's it say? 10 o'clock in the morning. I had southern fried chicken a couple of days ago. I love that. Love it. Quickie live like crows. Well, I'll see how it goes. Let's see if anybody came in. It'd be Quickie live compared to bloody crows, I'll tell you. Just 4 hours. Only just a quickie. Good morning, Pepperoni. Hey, treasure. Leanne, good to see you too. Good to see you. Oh, I can scroll. Hang on, that'll be less clicking. Southern fried chicken for breakfast. Do you eat anything other than chicken? I mean, I love chicken, but scroll. That's a bit quiet. You can hear you. That's a miracle. That is actually impressive because I've had 2 different laptops where I didn't bother setting the my good microphone up on the last laptop, but the 2 before that, it was so problematic. So fingers crossed this computer's, yes, you want me to use that one, no problem. I can use that one for you. I'm not used to this. I need to work all this out through OBS. I still haven't made a decision on OBS. I keep talking to different people about it, but I don't know that I need it. I think what I'm going to do is, I mean, the main thing for OBS for me would be the podcasts, but I don't know if I need it. I may try the first podcast without it, and if I think I need it, I'll get it then. I've got other priorities to put on here without putting OBS on. I need to get DaVinci downloaded. Coffee Queen, loud and clear. Ooh. Coffee Queen. Sky! I can walk and talk and drink coffee from sippy cup. You treasure and a member for 18 months. Hope you're doing all right, sweetie. Update me in a message. You might have done. I've been my usual crap self, but let me know you're okay. And all is good. Hurrah, I made it. Hurrah! One of the things I want to do is to illustrate Sky's story from the yearbook. Probably animate it as well. That'd be awesome. Payday today. I have ordered that. Oh, I forgot to do that. I must do that myself. Oh, those Scotch peanut bars. Oh, I may drift off into dreaming just thinking about them. We had tornadoes. Last one, like one just missed us. I'm hoping for. Oh no. I saw Ryan Holier was on, but I went to bed after Justin's last night because I was so tired. I didn't watch it. So fingers crossed for you, sweetie. Stay safe. Stay safe. SpongeBob. I can't imagine what it's like to be in that situation. Tanya, so. Thinking of you and hoping that it's all good. Tanya, tornado travel will save you on gas. Stick a rudder down your pants for steering. I think Ryan Holier recommends that. Clicky, but it's not too annoying, so not to worry. Yeah, I've actually realised to actually scroll down the comments. I can use this. Honestly, guys, it's so long since I've used a proper mouse. I can actually use the scroll wheel, so it won't be as much. Is everyone in Australia out the way of the big storm? Australia getting one. God, I'm pissing and moaning about our weather. Do you know what? You can only piss and moan about the weather to other Brits because everybody else goes. If you say, "Oh, it's raining here," they're like, "We've got a monsoon. It's very windy here. We've got a tornado." And I'm not. I don't know how you guys put up with those sorts of weather conditions, but we lose our right to complain. Oh, won't win. The only time I win is when Billy Crow says, "Oh, it's a bit nippy." Yeah, bugger off. Or Didums. It's not. It's gone under 80 degrees. I need a broomstick. Just ride it to work. I actually have an electric car, so gas is not a worry right now. Thankfully, yeah. I mean, I haven't got a car at the minute, which is killing me, but it would. I know that. Said it before, but we're expensive here anyway with being in the tourist area, and we are officially on start of the tourist season today. Actually, if the castle's not open today, it'll be open over the weekend. And they always bung the prices up when the tourists are around. John Boy's sprouting feathers. Turned into a big. I have pasta tuna, mate. I do that. I do that. I put sweet corn in it. Debbie, hey. Your PC looks nicer. It's a good one, but I particularly like actually as well as having a big screen again, which I'm having to get used to because the screen's massive. But the keyboard's awesome. I've got to get used to using it, but the last laptop, everything was so squished. I was always making errors. This one, it's got round keys and it's as soon as I'm used to typing on it. Very good. And I also like the fact you can get something of this size. But it actually doesn't take up a huge amount of space on the desk, so my desk has never looked this tidy. Just check it. If I missed you, just yell at me. Who lives in the pineapple under the sea? Sponge. Sunshine 1 minute and rain in the next. Weather cut. I think that's what's going to happen here, actually. I think that'll happen here all day. Which I don't mind that sort of weather. When I was doing a lot of photography, landscape photography up here, I used to have days like this because one, you get clouds in the skies. I do not like clear blue skies. Not that we get them very often, but I do not like clear blue skies. There's a local photographer that must only go out 3 days a year because his skies are always clear blue, unless he's photoshopping. Doubt he is. And the skies are part of the drama here. I'm sure Rob would say the same thing about Orkney. And I used to actually love it when you used to get these heavy rain bursts and then they'd stop, because the best clouds to photograph are what I call after rain clouds, when they start breaking up but they're still heavy. Awesome. I have COVID. Oh no, Pinky. The antivirals seem to be helping this time. I think to be honest, it's just another version of flu now. I'm not playing down the effects. It's why I ended up in hospital. I've had it really bad several times, but I think it's here to stay, to be honest. And I have to say, maybe it's just me paranoid, but I do tend to think that going into hospitals now, it's just weathering here. Let's say hello to Caroline. Hey, Caroline. How you doing, sweetie? I am going under my bed if Storm gets this far. I have a coffee machine and generator under there just in case. So have you got the coffee machine? Tony's in Pennsylvania. We have the most bipolar weather yesterday. The high was 75. Today, set 48 with the low of 28. Chance of snow. Yeah, that's extreme shifts. You never know what's going to happen. Lovely Elaine in the house. Hey, hey. Pinky, that sucks. I've had it once really bad. Hope you feel better soon. Forget the bug. I'm on it several times, but I've had two chronic ones. One 22 was that coronation year, guys, which I think started off a lot of my health issues coming to the surface. And then there was that what I called the flu VOMB at the end of 24 when I ended up in hospital. It's the long COVID that really knackers. So I hope you're okay with it, Pinky, and you're looking after yourself, darling. Lisa, I'm here, miss. What's that? Oh, here, miss. I'm working while working. Blanky, hello to all. Well, I'll keep an eye out, but I'll let you guys know I mean, I'm hoping you're all sub to APRF, but I'll promote their premiere next week. Not this weekend, next weekend. Think not you two, my son Patrick in the hospital has caught it and is sicker again. Yeah, do you know what? I mean, I think I said yesterday, I visited somebody in hospital come back with a bloody bug. But you know, the trouble with hospitals is full of sick people. How's it going, Sob? I arrived last night about 7 o'clock last night. So I set it up last night. I've still got some setting up to do because it hasn't transferred stuff as quickly as the last laptop did. Last laptop just kind of went, okay, all this stuff that you've had, okay, I'll just put it there for you. Boom, you're good to go. And it did some of it, but it took me longer yesterday. But I put Photoshop on it this morning. I want to get DaVinci downloaded, but other than that, I'll just do it as and when needed. So I just woke up. To be honest, I'm only awake because I don't know if they're here actually, but builders were coming back this morning. I got up early just in case they arrived early. Then I'm chuffed for Sarah. Yeah, it's I haven't had a big computer actually since my Mac died about 4 years ago. I had an old one of Dad's, which was a good computer, but he always knackered his computers. That I used to use just for printing. It was no use trying to use it for the internet. It wouldn't connect. You had to start the computer from scratch every time you boosted it up. But I think this is probably the biggest screen I've had. It's slightly bigger than the Mac was. Well, which helps with my vision, but it definitely helps to have a bigger screen when you're doing the graphic stuff, whether it's video or art or photography. Pump's got a health issue playing in his mind. Hope you're okay, Pump. Hang on. I need a mouse mat though. Get that ordered today. Why is my tap water like milk? Ours does that sometimes. I'll just keep it running until it clears. Yeah, that's what Spanish said. But, it hasn't happened here for a while actually, but it does happen every so often. Out of the now 6 times, 4 of them I've been hospitalised. The first time I was put in a drug-induced coma for oh God. Touch wood, I can stay out of hospital for a good while now. I can't bear being in there. I only managed last time because I was in a room on my own. God, me being on a ward, I'd be agitated to hell. Have they been doing waterworks? Yeah, it just tends to be sort of just up from the pipes. Usually here, you just run it for a few seconds and it clears. So, yeah, mountain of information, my chat. Didn't know you could do that. Have they cleared your pipes? Oopsie. Clean the pipes in your area. What's the cause of a nurse or doctor who's in ICU? It's not good. I caught it after being in an emergency at bloody hospital. Need a hazmat suit next time. Yeah, it was a bit daft in the emergency hospital I was in because nobody's wearing masks, but they put me on a separate ward in a room just for an hour so they could discharge me, and I was so upset they were discharging me. And they said, oh, if you go out into the corridor, you need to put a mask on. I'm thinking, what's the bloody point? The rest of the hospital, nobody's wearing one. Anyway. Burst main pipe. There you go. That'll do it. Just a bunch of detectives in this chat. Debunked. I would boil the water just to be safe. Your area should post a water warning if there's a problem. We don't tend to get those. To takes me ages to find out why the bloody power's gone out if we have a power cut. I've got to get my glasses fixed. Well, you know, new ones. I'll do it next month. Well done for dodging it, man. My dad never had COVID either. I dodged it. I'm sure I had it before we went into the full panic about it in January of 2020. I didn't know at the time. I just thought it was a really strange flu. That's what I called it. I don't think I had it again until that really bad bout in 22. Then I just seemed to get it periodically. Milky coloured tap water is because there's a lot of oxygen in the water. Oh, really? Why is sponge supernatural? Oh. Supernatural indeed. I bought a mouse mat for my old boss. It had boobies to address this list on the female sister saw it and called it. It had to stop you. Oh, fuck's sake. I'm sorry. I've got no time for that sort of sensitivity. God. Grow a pair. I'm sorry, I can't stand that sort of thing. I hate it forcing that on somebody else, you know. It's their choice. If you don't like it, don't look at it. Have they fixed it yet? Might just need, yeah, run it. Helps being a hermit. That's why I was surprised I didn't get it till 2022, because when we were in lockdown, I was the only one that left the house because Mum was shielded. In the UK, we had people who were shielded who were told not to go out unless they absolutely had to because of pre-existing conditions. So Mum never left the house. And Dad had had his stroke, so when he came back, you know, so he never left the house, or rarely until he could. So it was only me going out. So I'm going out doing all the shopping and everything, which was fine. So I was surprised I actually didn't get it. Then sort of doing the market when we were open again. But yeah, it was that coronation year because I was doing the coronation market. We had a 4-day market, and I was chronic. I was struggling to breathe then. Ongoing works till spring. There you go. Deb's tap water not good, full of chlorine. Get yourself natural spring. No, oh, not from Peckham. If it glows green, don't drink it. Oh, I drink tap water. I'm not paying for bloody bottled water. I mean, if I do, if I'm out and I want some water, but God, I've been drinking tap water for nearly 60 years. Can be without symptoms, but I guess they pass. Yeah, I mean, I've known people I've known sisters on the market that I get all my earrings from. They both got it at the same time, probably from the same source. And one was ill for had sniffles for a couple of days, and the other one was really bad for about 2 weeks. It just hits different. Yeah. Full of sick people spreading germs. My mum had those last year, probably on and off during the day, come back properly about 4. Yeah. Hope you're getting looked at, Pomp, if you've got do as I say, not as I do, if you've got health issues. I also bought same box of Willy Wash soap for the shower, basically round soap with a hole in the middle. It's oh, I can't. I'm sorry. I am not woke in the slightest. My husband is a civil engineer. He works with water. Oh, that I did not know it was oxygen blinking. That's interesting. I've actually downloaded DaVinci before, but because I've been working on laptops. Yeah, I just, trying to keep the processor speed up. But now I've got the big computer, I'm going to go back to it. And I also know, I'm only doing the free version for a bit, but I also know there's a little bit. Main reason for DaVinci for me actually is I know that there's some animation techniques in there because I've looked at a lot of the tutorials that are really useful. I don't like Premiere. I've never liked Premiere. I've been, when I was teaching, I can get free Premiere on the Adobe thing, but when I was teaching, the film students all used Premiere. That was the standard for the college and the university. And I've never taken to Premiere. I know Sean of Bristol uses it, and he's a fabulous editor. I used to use, when I had the Mac, I think it was Illustrator I used to use, and I adored that. So I am but haven't used it for a long time. I don't know what the updated version's like because it's not technically an editing program, but that's what I used it for. I may at some point download Illustrator. But I'm gonna use DaVinci first. We have a huge water pipe being repaired in the city. Water restrictions and extra chlorines. Yeah, you don't want extra chlorines. We pay enough for our water and it's undrinkable. Go figure. I know. Water rates. It's so they can spend months repairing it. Aussie cat. How long did that soap last? Okay, this is the point. 32 minutes in, I've officially lost control of the stream. Our town has good clean water and I drink it straight from the tap. Well, I always have in this country. I don't when I'm abroad, but in this country I do. But where we are, we've got we rarely have problems with water, and in every rest of the country's got hose pipe bans and all that crap. Because we've got Kielder Reservoir down the road. So we've got it's a natural source of water here. All right, on our doorstep, and we rarely, touch wood, we rarely have problems with the water. Hello, James. How are you doing? One network is brilliant for road works and road closures. I love you guys. What would I do without you if you're drinking milky water? Here to help. My detective skills are filling me at the moment. I'm going to have to start packing stuff today. Am I bound to forget something? Oh, I feel for you. When you've got to go for a long time, especially. I'm hopeless. I'll be using DaVinci 2 once I get the new laptop, but it's a good program. I've only used it a little bit, but I know Elaine uses it all the time. I know a few people who use it. You can get a good, solid free version without paying. I can't Priority Team, and I looked at Filmora. I couldn't get my head around Filmora. I think my problem is I've been using a lot of programs for nearly 30 years, and you get into it's like I'm used to Adobe, even though I've never liked Premiere, and I won't use Premiere, but I do like Adobe because I'm used to the way they. It doesn't matter other than Premiere, forget that crap. But all their other programs, if you understand one, it doesn't take you long to get your head around the others because it's the same principles. So for me, I go for the one that I'm not spending 6 months trying to work out how to, open it. But I did try Filmora, but the other thing with Filmora was it was a bit like, it's why I took OBS off actually. It seemed to want to control the whole bloody computer. That's promotion. I'm ignoring that one. Although we went out that night, and he was dancing in the pub with the Willy Wash soap hanging from his ear. Take it that woman wasn't there. God, if she was offended by the mouse mat. I'm allergic to chlorine. I do not like it. Are you allergic? Goodness. How's the new tech going? It's going good. I'm using it now. I'm using the computer now. That's why I did the live. I wanted to make sure that it was mainly the mic worked and sound, and because I don't like using headphones, and I wanted to use my proper mic again, so I wanted to make sure that all the settings were right. So it's good. Yeah, because we know just. I'm assuming I'm behind. Oh, I'm not that bad actually. Yeah, it's doing well. I've still got some work to do on it, but I've got all the basics on here. I did it last night. I haven't got Discord on here, so I need to sort that out. But obviously, my old laptop, the laptop I was using, is fine. So at least I can, the stuff that hasn't been transferred onto here, like files and things, I can do on there. I'll probably still use the little laptop if I'm just want to quickly browse the internet. So hello, Ghostwina. Still haven't got my bloody webcam still stuck in customs. If it's not here by the weekend, I'm going to have to MacGyver the other one. Let's point downwards. Why are we crimping pets? You have 2 crumpets left. I don't know if we have any crumpets left actually. It's all right. Just it's not just about my chat actually. I'm just seeing that sort of stuff everywhere, and it's getting. A lot of us are getting worn down by it. So don't worry. Oh, Sponge. I shenaned once and I'll shenan again. If you haven't seen them, Alex technically. Elaine, sorry, I'm going to sound like Crona, but can you message me those 2 names? Because I haven't got my little notebook set up on here yet. I normally have a little pen and pad to write down when I'm live, but can you text me those 2? Because I will need the tutorials. I'm sticking to my Greek yogurt, nuts, berries, cranberries, mild season mixture for breakfast. Brekkie, my next task actually for that is I need to start doing the smoothies again. Get some vitamin C. I haven't done smoothies in ages. It's partly because I can't find the bloody the blender I've got. It's a really good little blender, but it's the thing you drink out of you actually put onto the blender, and I can't find the thing you drink out of. The beaker thing. It's part and parcel of the whole shebang. Well, I had 2, but I broke one. But I know I've got one left, but God knows where it is. Thank you, Vicky. You are a major part of me being able to have this, and it's going to make a massive difference for me. Thank you. I have many things to do and I'm still sleepy. Welcome to my life, James. Welcome to my life. Hello, Raven. How are you doing, darling? I drink water. I nearly timed you out there. I drink tap water every day. Blame the new tech if you time me out. I've always drunk tap water. I like I say, if I'm out and I want some water, I'll buy a bottle. But what I actually do, it's like when I was on the market, I would buy a bottle of water. But what I would actually do is get 2 or 3 bottles. You can get them cheap. Well, it depends where you get them from. Some of the cafes take the piss. But I'm not paying £2 for a small bottle of water. But I would just have the bottle of water, and then for the next market, I'd just fill them with tap water. I don't see the point in paying for bottled water. I'm sorry. That's not my line. I stole it from a t-shirt, so I'm buying that t-shirt. I'm so buying that t-shirt. I like that. Vicky Lemon's Seg's nemesis. Seg has many nemesis. How are you feeling today? You okay, Raven? I really haven't been keeping up with most people. Blanky hello from Vicky, not a problem. I forgot to do it in Crow's Live yesterday. I must remember next time. Hey Gav, how you doing, darling? Oh, it's a crave. Then there's to say let everybody. I did find the bums. What? I didn't even hear me on Discord. You can reply when you want. I haven't got Discord set up on the big computer, but I'll check on my laptop. Rob. Not a problem. Bye, Pam. Have a good day, sweetie. I'm fighting off the lurgy. Stay away. James is going to spread a computer virus. Go through chat. I always drink tap water, but I'm dubious. This has bubbles in that one. Lurgy is a great word. Lurgy is a fantastic word. Sponge likes it too. James, you need some jollop for the lurgy. The migraine. Not having the migraine now, I wouldn't be here if I did. No, you're quite right too. God, did that migraine last? And last and last. Sucks. I've got to Blanky hello too. I'll do it next time. Yeah, there you go. Do Blanky hellos in crows, just to irritate him. Mr. Blanky hello himself, by the way. I'm Blanky hello today. My fingers are too tight to type. I'll sneeze on you all, James. It's acid, don't drink it. Sniffles, I don't know. I have a special tap with alkaline water. Jollop. I haven't heard jollop. I haven't heard that in years. No, I know that feeling. Don't have time for it. Yeah, that's why I could never be a nurse. I bought some of the monitor earphones Paula mentioned yesterday. Hope they'll be better. Let me know, Elaine, because really I should be wearing them, but I don't like wearing them for life. I say the set of headphones I've got brilliant, but he ignored my Blanky hellos. Oh, do you know? I know, but it's getting worse and worse at chat, I swear. And also, I'm going to stick up for him now, just for a brief moment. When you do a rant and you end up making yourself that far behind, that's where Crow the chat comes from. I want a blanket that says "Hero," blanket "Hero." We tried to get Jeff to put it in his merch, but he wouldn't. Or he couldn't. I think he did look. I was trying to find. Oh, gee, see, I can't get Crow to put one. Could do a blanket. Good idea, actually, Sponge. Thank you, Elaine. I appreciate that. It's just that I'll forget and I haven't written it down. Like I say, I'm used to having pen and paper next to me. Yeah, easily. Oh, that's what I was thinking. It's just, what would you do to actually make it look like a blanket? Maybe a patchwork blanket. Get your ass on the sewing machine. I need to get my ass thinking about that. All that, actually. Americans may know it better as Jallops, as Jollop is principally a British spelling. Liquid medicine of some sort, particularly cough syrup or a laxative. Well, I associate it with the cough syrup. Jollop on a wonky horse. There you go. I need to find my old childhood patchwork blanket, actually. I was informed last night that Crow in the chat means you finally made it in the YouTube creator world. Who told you that, Crow? I want to make the Hero blanket. You won't be able to poop if you sew it up. What? Then you won't get copyrighted by Jeff. I don't think Jeff would care. He just forgotten. But yeah, do a Hero blanket. Oh, make James a real Hero blanket. Hero! Thanks, Elaine. You are a treasure. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm barking orders. I just didn't want. I just need those names. Because I'll start looking at some of those tutorials next week. I'll get it downloaded this weekend. Yeah, me too, Sky. Me too. Oh, I thought it said here's trouble. Hello, trouble. Hello, trouble back. It's so far doing all right. I haven't broken YouTube, so you know, going good. So not used to large screen. It's awesome. I want too girthy to roll. I sent Crow yesterday the too girthy to roll, a couple of other things that happened in his chat. So he has got the, mind you, I'll make sure he puts them in his notes because oh, what was the other one? Corn dogs and spirit boxes or something. For his second channel, something like that. And there was another one. Can't remember what the other one was. That's what the other one was. I think it was in that one. Oh, that'll be way lost by now. I'll have to scroll up. No. I'll find it. There was a third one I sent to him. I've lost StreamYard. There it is. So love when Sarah reads a bit of chat and just goes, what? Because you lot sometimes confuse me. I'm easily confused. Too girthy. Too girthy to roll. I should have got the loop before I went live. I have no idea what I'm eating. If you don't know, we don't want to. God knows what. What is mirth? Happiness. Girth brings mirth upon the earth. Happiness. I'm back and greeted with girth. Well, you know. Happy and laughing, yeah. Bring your own mirth with some of sass with Wes. Wes doesn't love me anymore. Wes never comes into my chat anymore. Lisa does. Lisa's lovely. I know he's busy. I know he's working. But still. Happiness for okay. Stark says hello, Sarah. Hello, Stark. Hey, hey. The girth brings mirth. Might want to write that one down for Crow. Stretching. Hope I've said all. You've probably missed somebody, Wayne. I always do. Someone else said it. I just said it again. What tech are we testing? Oh, hey, Isabel. I've got a new PC. I've been struggling on a little laptop. And thanks to the amazing chat, I've been able to get myself a proper computer again. Big screen, memory, all that stuff, so I can actually do the stuff I need to do for the channel. Proper videos, podcasts. So I was testing to make sure that I'd got it set up right with my microphone and StreamYard and all that stuff. It is awesome. I did put a photo up on my community post yesterday. Put Orinoco next to it. Is Surf the word? I'm not sure Surf is. You donated laughter. You did. You donated laughter and merriment. Girthy Footlaw, here we go. Jaunty Girth, Revenge of the Surf. Yes. Sky. Jaunty Girthy Murthy. I had to downgrade at my OS on my Mac. The game mode in Tahoe took my second display away, so I couldn't stream on any non-annoying way. I've been setting up past few days. Yeah, this my intention with this PC is to try and keep it as clear as possible. That probably won't happen, but I'm going to try. Well, that word going to be stuck in my head. Oops. Modding is fun with all this mirth. I donated a oh, hang on, I've lost my comments. There we go. I donated a press on the like button. Thank you, Pinky. What's the girth word? Oh, great, I've got a girthy chat. We're teaching Raven naughty words. Get us to teach you some in Swedish. Yeah, that makes her happy. So, Sponge is worth all the girth of earth when she mirths. I can see that on a t-shirt. I didn't know what girth meant. I think so by now. Spanish mirth the chat again. She has. I'm not saying that out loud. I'd probably get it wrong anyway. Mirth isn't naughty. No. I think it was. No, actually, that's the one she was learning today. Windows isn't as bad as it used to be, but I still miss the Steve Jobs days at Apple. Still working there. It wasn't the same without it. I mean, you know, if I could afford like thousands for a proper Mac, I would, but it's not worth it. It's not worth it. You can get a PC and Windows is nowhere near as bad as it used to be. It used to be. I mean, I'm saying Dad used to break his computers. He also had PCs, and it didn't take much for, you know, viruses, etc., to get in, even though he paid for. And they don't do it now. I've noticed in this one and the last two laptops I've had, they don't put all the crap straight on your computer. They used to put so many apps and programs that you were never going to use on there. I like the fact it now is sort of fairly clear and it says, right, what do you want to put on? That is so much better. I'm going to use more obscure rude words spread to fill spread learning. It might be small, but it's beautiful when it's polished. Definitely lost the chat today. Mirth feeds humour. Yeah, it does. How much is that girth worth? Oh dear, it looks like the cyclone in Australia will be heading directly through where my brother... Oh, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. They were saying earlier in the chat there was a big storm heading. Well, I don't know which part, but Australia way. I have tips on how to get a reasonably priced Mac when I get it. I have a couple window boxes, but I'm in love with Unix. What I'm actually going to do is, I mean, it would be completely unusable for the internet now. But I may try and get my other one, my Mac, back up and running, purely for, you know, I mean, it won't connect to the internet now because it'll be way behind on updates. I've got some good programs on there, so in fact, it's only the screen that's not working. If I can do that, I don't have to plug this one up because my main concern with this one was the channel. We're all fans of Sarah here, scared of it. Oh, go Sweeney, you treasure. It's all right. Wait, you keep an eye on the cyclone. I get it. Get it. It's heading towards Perth. All right, so Western Australia. Hope he's okay. Pimple on your dimple or your winkle. What? This is going to hit east of Perth and Rockingham. Do you guys have, you know, good notice with things like weather, you know, like not necessarily YouTubers, I suppose, like Ryan Hall, but you know, are they pretty good at warning everybody? I have friends in Perth. Actually, I do. It's a once in 50-year storm, and they're saying it's freaking cold, and the winds are wild. And I'm inland. I'm in about 12 hours from Sydney. Once in 50 years, hell. Yeah, prayers for all the people in the path of the cyclone. The cyclone will hit everybody in one way or another. Winkle, winkle, little pimple. Are all our YouTube friends safe? Well, if it's Perth, most of the people I know are sort of Sydney or Brisbane or Adelaide, so more West Coast, East Coast. But hope so. Hope everybody's safe. One of my early calls in tech, I almost broke an iMac, colour iMac, when I was OS 10. The iMac had a VGA port and I was able to fix it, but it made me sweat for a minute. I just need to hook up another monitor tomorrow, but the problem with that is need another screen and the right cable to it's just but at some point I will try and at least get some stuff off it. I hope everyone is safe. Absolutely. Yeah, it's been over a week's notice. Well, that's good that you can get the notice. Of course you did, Sponge. Of course you did. Good morning, Sheila Crates. How are you? I think we're all filthy. Today. Only takes one to start. I feel like a real YouTuber sitting here with a big screen. Nice and clear. I can read it. I can get more comments on the screen. If you have two monitors, I kind of do have an extra monitor. I don't know, but not just one that's a clear monitor. Mind you, monitors are nothing. I don't need a big monitor for that. I just need you can get monitors pretty cheaply if it's literally just the monitor without the computer attached. There are MacBook codes that can turn it into an external hard drive with a USB. Oh, actually, yeah, that does help, because if nothing else, I'd like to get the files off it. Sarah made up a nickname for the browsing chat, Psychosis, as well as Good Day Sponge. Humbly chuckling. Humbly chuckling. Is Sheila in? I miss Sheila. Hey, Sheila, sweetie, how are you doing today? Not wearing a bra, Sky. Oh, there goes that. Two monitors is a must. I know. To be honest, well, I don't really need a second one with this being so big, but if I got to the point where I did it when I was first looking for PCs, I did actually see a good dual monitor, but the monitors weren't as big. I'd rather have this massive monitor than two smaller ones. Oh, target disk mode. I'll have a look at that. Thank you as well. I mean, it used to be with things like Photoshop and editing programs. It meant you could have all the menu on one monitor and the clear image on the other. But I don't. This is big enough to handle it. James has to go to the post office. Oh, thanks for the update. Where's he posting himself to? You're going to do a live through your laptop using your phone as a camera. Should work okay. Oh, it'll be fine. The reason for it not being enough for me, John Boy, was, you know, I want to do the podcast. I want to be able to. I can't share, you know, YouTube videos, etc. on the lives because they'll just buffer. There's all sorts of things I actually want to end up doing live. The art streams should be better. I want to be on camera more eventually. I've got to set that up. I'll wait till I've got the new webcam for that as well. So we start holding down the T key. So but if you literally just do, I mean, if you're just doing it to go live to show you, you just do it on your phone. You don't even need the laptop. I mean, when the one before last laptop went at Christmas, and I had to get the new one. Did a couple of lives on my tablet, and they were fine. It was a bit of weird to handle it, but there wasn't anything wrong with it. The way I do it, it was fine. Post office, you sending me Rolos. Oh, I've eaten all my Rolos. Oh, Sarah's sad now. Cyclone is currently northeast of Perth, downgraded from category 5 to 2. That's good, right? Played itself out. How bad are the winds in that cyclone? I'm posting Sponge to Sweden. The Sponge want to go to Sweden. I have to send Ruby with her. Before anybody else, I'm eating a Dorito. What did Sheila say? I can't see Sheila. Oh, not Sheila. I'm thinking it was Sheila. I'm an idiot. We know this. Perth and Rockingham are not expected to take the main impact. That's good. Perth's probably a big up population, is it? Not a problem, Gav. Sorry for being quiet. I know it makes a change. Sparky kept me awake and I'm shattered. Oh, I need to get some rest. It's slow-mo slapping. Don't run, you'll knock yourself out, says Leanne. I've tried to post Spanish from us, but post ladies give me anxiety. I think my post office has been taken over and I'm trying to kickstart the business. I won't be using the post office as much as I used to, but I was so used to going in there. I knew the owner, I knew the girls behind the... I got such good service and I've got to start from scratch. That sucks. Gabbers have been farting all night. Let's hope not. I'm going to go see Raven. Yay, I'll bring Maltesers, minstrels and Rolos. Sponge, yes. Yeah. No, the feeling Gav star. Oh no, still a diva. Raven needs a year's supply of Rolos. Me too. So very good, yeah. Is it bad form for me to give my email if you want some? No, it's not. It's not at all. I'll tell you what. I'll put my email at the chat. The only trouble with having my mic back is it's in the way of the keyboard. Need to sort that out. It's my email as well. I try and remember to check that particular email every day, but it's every other day if not, 'cause it's not my main one. It just makes it simpler to have one email for the channel. I'm squishy, so give good cuddles. I'm like a marshmallow. Me too. Me too. Sparky was restless, wouldn't leave me alone. Oh. Yeah, Diva Dog. Oh. Pinky's making a hot chocolate. Hot chocolate. Oh, I've just checked your messages, Elaine. Thank you so much for the links. Thank you. Not sure it made landfall at category 5. Cheers for the info. It may pick up speed. It should be over Perth about 3 a.m. UK time, according to my brother. 3 a.m. So that's what 12, 15, 16 hours away. Oh, can I get hot chocolate? Hot chocolate for everybody, please, including the host. Oh, my avocado delivery is coming soon. I wish my bloody... You don't expect problems when you're getting it off Amazon, but it's because it's coming from the continent. It's like when I got my microphone set, that came over from the States, and it was really annoying because it supposed to... It said, oh, it's due January 6th, which we were really happy with because we thought, oh, that's quicker than expected. And on January the 6th, the whole day, I kept checking track, and it said arriving today, and then at 8:30 it said, oh, it hasn't been dispatched yet. I think I had to wait another month. I was very happy when I did get them, but just used to Amazon being like next day delivery. It's like, what the? 2.3. Oh, hell. There are lots of towns around. I didn't realise it'd be that big. I thought it'd be around the million, but that's massive. Post office is the place to go when I want to lose something. Yeah, there you go. I ended up ditching my last eBay account because I was 10, 11 years on 5-star ratings. I had over 2,000 5-star ratings. And then over one of the Christmases, they lost 2 big batches and it just ruined my account. And I had to manually sort out each one, and most people were fine, you know, and understood, but you're always going to get people who think it's directly your fault and, you know, you're doing something on purpose. The trouble where I live is to use any other service is complicated. I live in the middle of nowhere, so I don't have a lot of options other than the post office. And at the time, like I say, because I knew the owner and I knew the girls, I wanted to support the post office, give them business, you know, because I spent a lot of money sending stuff out. James needs a pen. Raven has a small bag of minstrel savings just for a special occasion. We know that's Ryanair. Oh, well, yeah. Cheap, but cheap for a reason. You get what you pay for. Sky posted me and the poochers lovely presents, but a post office sent them to New Zealand first instead of England. Oh. I had one person send me stuff. I don't know. They just said, "Oh, it was a content creator, by the way. It wasn't somebody from chat." I paid more in postage than they did because it hadn't been processed properly. It wasn't from the UK either. So one of those ones where, so if you want to pick up this parcel, you have to pay this much money. Want me to email you the chat if you so you can keep up. Shush you! Hang on. That deserves... I don't like hot chocolate. What? Oh, too sweet. I don't get people who put sugar in hot chocolate. It's like, you don't need sugar in hot chocolate. I'm getting a giant Yorkshire pudding filled. I can't remember. Ghost Sweeney, you need a bigger mug. Post dinner. Need coffee? Me too, actually. There might be an intermission in a minute. Chili con carne. I love chili, but Yorkshire pudding? It's roast. Oh, pulled pork. Oh, I've got some pulled pork in the fridge. Delivery from my fiance yesterday. It said entrance at the rear. Bye, Crystal. Hog roast. Hell yeah. Oh my god, I love hog roast. Oh, I've had a good hog roast in forever. Coffee, it's a Sheila. Giant Yorkshire pudding requires gravy. Yeah, I agree with that. Ryanair is fine for small trips. I remember flying to Dublin once using Ryanair. And I'm not kidding, it was 99 pence per flight. I think the taxes were 20. That was each way. It's nothing. Yeah, I wasn't gonna. I was hoping the pulled pork comment would go over the um top of everybody's head. I haven't made coffee yet. I'm still wrapped like a burrito in bed. Wish I was. I want to be a burrito. See, when I have chili, I usually have tortillas with it, so I can wrap the chili in and lashings of sour cream. I'm eating croissants. Oh, I've got croissants downstairs. I treated myself to an M&S collection item. So it feeds too, so Ruby can share. Awesome. Planking. Bear with me. I sent you an email. I'm waiting on a bottle opener from Kenny Biddle. My birthday's on the 1st. What date is it? December 29, 30. Next Wednesday, yeah? If on Tuesday, I'll play the birthday song. We had 6 inches of snow in the north end of the city a couple of days ago. I'm in the south and ours was gone by the evening. We didn't get as much. That happens here, actually. Little microclimates. I remember we'd been forecast snow and I looked outside and there was hardly anything. And I remember driving from here to where I was supposed to be for the day, Amble, and which is 8 miles away. It's on country roads though. It's on windy country roads, but it's like only 8 miles away. And I get a couple of miles down the road and to a little village called Lesbury, and it was literally like a clear cut in the road where one side was clear and the other side was just full of snow. And I did manage to get to Amble, but what I had to do was I had to pull over about a quarter of a mile down the road while I made a decision, because I thought, well, there's this soft snow. If enough traffic go on it, it'll churn it up. And a double-decker bus went by, and I thought, I'll follow the bus. I'll follow behind the bus because it'll clear some of the snow on the road. I did get there, but yeah, it was like a clear line in the road. 3 a.m. Perth time. Oh, Perth time. I thought you meant UK time. Right, that makes more sense. Always, but right now we're going for the UK. Yeah, if it's a short flight, it really doesn't matter. Cheaper the better, right? I feel all the time spent reading Agatha Christie and Terry Pratchett helped me follow you guys, knowing that New Zealand, the UK, and Australia, different places helps too. I love Terry Pratchett. I met Terry Pratchett actually a couple of times. I've got some stuff signed by him. Nice guy. Tragic. He had to die too soon. You're welcome, Sarah. I hope that. Thank you. There's cheap planes to the UK. There's some good economy airlines actually, to be honest. Not just Ryanair. I can't remember what the other one is. I know when we went to Venice, because I don't like flying, so we were going to get the train the whole way there. But I actually suddenly saw these very cheap flights from Doncaster. We were in New York at the time. Saw some really cheap flights from Doncaster to Geneva. So we flew to Geneva and then trained from there. I think Ryanair only flies to London now. I don't know. I don't know if they're still flying from Newcastle, because they were flying from Newcastle. But I haven't looked at flights for ages. I mean, the next time I'll be getting a flight will be probably be if I get over to the States. And Myco recommended Virgin for that because trouble with me getting to London. It's really awkward because most flights to the US are very early in the morning, like 5, 6 o'clock. So you have to go down the day before. But it's kind of not worth a hotel because, you've got to be at the airport for 6 or 4 o'clock in the morning. But he said, Mike told me that Virgin do evening flights. That's much easier to deal with. Looking forward to Easter Sunday dinner with my mum and dad, but mum said she checked out local supermarket to get half a leg and only full legs at 50. Oh my God, don't get me started on lamb. That does not surprise me. Even half a leg lamb at £25 is ridiculous. And I haven't had lamb in forever. And I keep thinking, we'll treat ourselves. And I go, I just can't pay that. I just refuse to pay that. Beef's not much better now. I had chili yesterday. I had a couple of pieces of peanut butter bread. Ooh. I don't think they have the peanut butter with it in other countries. I've got peanut butter bread. It's Donna's birthday on the 1st too. Birthday's coming up next week. Not safe to fly to the US. I don't like flying anyway. I mean, I will be, but it won't be. I doubt it'll be for a couple of years. I can't leave mum for that long at the minute, so I think Ryanair planes were built by the right people. They are very basic, which is why they're good if it's only a short flight. I mean, if you're flying from London to Dublin, for example, you're hardly in the air. It's half an hour, and most of that time is takeoff and landing. Kind of takes off, gets to height, turns around, and starts descending again. 4 a.m. in Sacramento. I'm So Jelly is my favourite. Started reading Pratchett when I was in London, because I was in London in the early 90s, and we used to love it. And I had a friend and I who were both really into Pratchett and a few other things as well. And I don't know if it's probably not still there, but there was behind Centrepoint on Tottenham Court Road, there was a cafe on the road behind. Had big windows all the way around, and the Forbidden Planet, which was just further up Tottenham Court Road, used to hold their signings in there. We saw quite a few people, yeah. So that one in Pratchett when he was there, got Neil Gaiman there as well, because I had Good Omens signed. Although he's not very popular at the minute. I'm back. I made a hot chocolate, feels safer. David's got a hot chocolate. Norwegian is usually cheap. I like travelling trains. I don't. I usually try and go first class on a train. And I'm alright if I stay sitting down, but I get motion sickness quite easily on a train. In fact, the only form of transport I never get any motion sickness is bloody planes, and I'm terrified of them. Trains send me to sleep. Actually, Deb, they do me as well. I used to commute back from York every weekend when I was down in York for the last 2 years. I just used to come home, just because I was homesick. So Friday night I used to get the train back here. And it's not far. It's an hour to Newcastle, then half an hour to Alma. And you get all in one go. You don't have to change. And if you book in advance, you can get first class for hardly any more money to pay. But I didn't dare get into a position where I often just wanted to doze off. But I thought, oh God, I'll miss me. I'll end up in bloody Edinburgh or Glasgow or something. Moist. Why isn't it in moist? I like steam trains. Hang on. Same, I missed my stop once after a festival because I fell asleep. Love train journey, great with headphones on and playlist, looking out the window, watching the scenery go by. Yeah, I did do it when I was. Oh God, it was a while ago now. In the late noughties, we went to Switzerland on a train journey through. You know, stopped at a couple of places. Hotels at the night, in the night, but train journey through Switzerland, that was beautiful. I've taken the train to Tucson and back, and that was an adventure. Amtrak is lovely, but we have regional dinner trains here too. See, I'd actually wondered about trains to get around when I'm in the States. I don't like trains, but weirdly don't mind steam engines. Steam engines are just beautiful though. Vicky's tired, going to bed. Glad you got your PCs. Thank you, Vicky, and thank you for majorly helping me to get this PC. I can't thank you enough. You get some rest, darling. I only like peanut butter with jelly. I love peanut butter and jelly. Wait, what? What? Caramel peanut butter flavored pretzels. Oh my God, where do you get those from? Swedish festival. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize he'd actually named it. Sacramento has a train museum. Because you can get these rides on in California. I know this, and you know, with the old Pullman coaches, etc. Collingwood forever. I used to love Neil Gaiman before COVID. He was going to go to the Sacramento Public Library to speak, but it never happened. My partner works at the California State Library. Oh, awesome. Yeah, Good Omens is actually my favourite. I love all of his Discworld stuff. I love Good Omens. I know I haven't watched the TV show. Tried one episode and turned it off. The wrong person for Crowley. Sorry. People may hate me for that, but the wrong person for Crowley. Raven has crooked fingers, good to know. Adelaide has a train museum and Sega's investigated it with Kaganali. Really? Has he? Must have missed that one. Wasn't paying attention. Oops. Back before I was a mod, right? Pullman cars, and I got super upset how Chinese were. Oh no! Bye, James. East Coast has good train systems. Yeah, I had a couple of trips I've actually looked at it and ended up not doing it, but because I hate flying, and the next time I go over, I want to cover quite a wide area. I thought of doing. I don't mind doing the odd flight, but I don't want to be. I want to go for about 3 weeks, and I don't want to be worried about being on a plane apart from coming home. So I may look into using the trains. I've only been on a train once, and it was in London. Herons or Poundland? We don't have herons here. Can't remember if ours is Poundland here. I think it's. I still have timeouts. But don't go outside with the lurgies. Oh, Sarah Collingwood is my footy team, and we just won. Woo! Australian football, right? Oh, Mark, you should have been in the other day. I was going to ask you something. I can't remember what it was. Damn it. I remember saying, I wish Mark was here. I could ask him. I can't remember what it was. AFL, yeah. Boing. What were we talking about then? I would have said. I can't remember. California is hard to get around by train unless you're in the Bay. It's a really big state. I'm going back to bed. Glad to see you. No problem, Isabel. Accidentally ate all mini Twix bars in one night and got a tummy pain. I accidentally do that sort of stuff. Me too. Me too. Good day, Mark. We love trains. Apparently we do. Talk about trains. At least we've got a new subject we haven't spoken about before. I used to love selling them, the model railway stuff. I loved selling me model railway stuff. I used to love going to the auction, picking up a pile, because often the model railway sellers just wanted everything boxed and all sorted. And I was happy just to get big boxfuls of them all jumbled up and sort through them. And I loved my model railway customers. They were freaking awesome. So my knowledge of trains is actually because I used to do that. I think I've ate 2 and they've all gone, oopsie, oopsie. I might have eaten all my Rolos. I don't know if I've got any choice chocolate cream left. Probably not. I've still got Tim Tams, so not all is lost. Okay, I'm having a minute. I knew that wouldn't last long. Same if it's a special occasion, though, we've all done that. Then it's in your head that you've got it, and it's like, oh, stop it. Thomas the Gertie tank engine. Oh, what they do here sometimes, I probably do it at other places as well. But when I was in New York, my nephew was down visiting, and they had, I don't know how old he was at the time, probably under 10, though he still loves trains. He loved trains since he was a kid, little. I think it was me that bought him his first Thomas the Tank Engine train set, actually. And they had a Thomas the Tank Engine day, and God, it was overpriced and expensive and not worth it. But the New York Train Museum is pretty good, so. I'm on the trains next week. Footplate on first and guarding over Easter. Ooh, we do have a little railway here that is all volunteers, and they're actually, what do you call it? What do you call it when you're doing something up? Renovating steam trains. I think they've got a diesel as well. And the idea is eventually, if they can get the land rights, is to have it go 3 miles to the main tray station. It's a nice little one. Nap time, no problem, Gav. You get some rest. I'm trying to think if ours is a Poundland. Elena, I'll have a look next. Well, not that I'm in bloody town very often, but look, I'll have a look and I'll let you know, sweetie, if I can't find them. I know we don't have a Herons. We used to have a Herons when I was in York. There's one in Acomb. I haven't seen a Herons up here unless there's some nearer the city, and I ain't going anywhere near our cities. Could be a poltergeist. We may be totally innocent. It's a Twix Pixies. It is a special occasion, new PC. There you go. Celebratory minstrels, because I've got a new PC. They swapped Oloco out, though. Instead of the old boy, I'll get the big one, the one I mentioned that was built for the German army. Oh. So steam trains. Hell yeah. Hell to the yeah. They're beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I've had nightmares about trains a lot, though. Really? The only nightmares I have about nightmares is a strong word, but it's about trains. Is I constantly can dream about having to be on a train and missing it, or not being able to work out which route I'm on. I don't know why. I haven't used a train in years. Sky, it's the Snaptergeist. There you go. One of my mates works on vintage steam trains. For years I had dreams about the end of the world. It was strange and some were scary. I used to have those in the 80s. We were still in the Cold War then. I think that was the reason for it. I rarely have one since. Mark's a dark horse. Mark is a dark horse. I think he's mentioned it before, actually. Get off my train. But I'm about crashing. It's been about missing them, or being on a train and not knowing where to get off, or being on a train and I get somewhere and I can't get back to, for the next step to where I need to be. I see a leap in the chat. I have anxiety train dreams. I have to run and the train will be going the wrong. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's the sort of thing I have. The only nightmares I have are the ones that involve my boss throwing paperwork over the side and having to do emergency stuff. Sounds about right. Phil, thank you so much, sweetie. I appreciate you. You know that. Hopefully. Fill her up. Raven, fill her up. Yeah, it is. Puffinville is an old steam train. Not a lot of people know that margarine was originally invented to lubricate train engines. Wasn't me. Wasn't me. It's getting defensive already. Heroes. Blanky heroes from Phil. Phil, you are awesome. Pinky. Fun fact, in the UK, if you hold both your hands above your head and the driver sees you, the train will stop very quickly. Really? Stay tuned, coach carriage. I recognise all 5 of those names. Oh, that's good. I'll get back. Oh, Isabel got one. Holly's Bill Miss. I recognise some of them, don't recognise well. Mine. Don't think mine are ready yet. Yeah, no, mine aren't ready yet. It's not just if you're on the line. You think they'd know to try and stop. Oh, thank you, Phil. Is that not you again? Thank you, sweetie. I really appreciate that. Oopsie poopsie. Hang on.
Oh, wow. Wow. Oh, wow.
Legend Phil. Phil is a legend. Been here since the beginning. All right, that's a standard. Something is wrong. Stop or you may die signal. You know what I've got somewhere? I wonder where I've got the DVD somewhere of the Railway Children. I'm gonna have to watch that again. Love that movie. Bernard Cribbins is a station master. One of my granddad's jobs used to be in one of those old stations with the small country stations with the roaring fire and, kettle. When I went to South Africa, you could see... Okay, I'm not going to try and pronounce that, from my friend's house as well as Wales. on the other side. Wow. Mark usually has a flag. I love the Railway Children. I know I've got the DVD, so I might have to see if I can find it. It's a bloody awesome film. As long as it's not a white one. I had to give up pizza, so I had to go somewhere. I know, poor Phil's had to give up pizza. John Boy better keep his head down. We don't sell white flags in the UA. Funny enough, they now live in Wales. There you go. Yeah, he had to give up pizza. Diet. I know. Of all the things. I feel that's punishment for banning John Boy. Oh, he'll still ban John Boy. It won't stop him. As far as Drill's concerned, John Boy's still banned. There you go. Oh, look who was lurking. £32 is amazing. I could do with losing a bit more. That's amazing, Phil. Well done. Yeah. Keep up the good work. First 2 in 3 weeks. I don't know where it went. There's a joke in there about having to get one Eurostar in order to get one. I'm not going to tell it. Okay. Only eat half the pizza, Phil. I'll have the other half, side and drinks and other treats. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. So I've just lost 1.5 stone. I know I've lost weight, but I never weigh myself, so I don't know how much. Pinky, you can lurk away, darling. You need to make sure you look after yourself. I couldn't make it without pizza. Best lazy dinner night. I don't eat much pizza, I have to say. I do like pizza, but I'm not somebody. I mean, I could, it wouldn't bother me if somebody said you can't eat it. Just got out of the bath, heard a Phil. Oh, wow. John Boy's the rock lobster. Bit early for your bath, isn't it? Do it to avoid my live streams. Sad is how hard it is to lose weight compared to how easy it is to gain it back. Yeah, that's the trouble. My problem is not getting enough exercise. So my next target is going to be the exercise bike, I think. Hey Phil, Jim Boy's still banned to the end of the year. Yep. I only know because I had to go to the doctors. Don't do scales. I don't do scales. I've always been more interested in shape than weight. Got my first double chin this year. It has to go. Wish mine would. Don't actually deserve that. French don't deserve that reputation, but we tease about it regardless. Yeah, we do. I haven't been to Paris in a long time. I miss Paris. Maybe one day. I know one of my besties has never been to Paris, so I've said maybe one time. Because I know it like the back of my hand. Well, the centre. I don't want to lose weight. Debbie's healthy. Debbie sort of exercises, does everything properly. Did you have your chippy tea? Oh yeah, that's what I did in yesterday's chat. Oh, I'm going to go to the fish and chip chat for tea. Oh, me too. Oh, I'm going to have a chippy tea. I had bloody quiche. Not fair. Yeah, just in anticipation. Did sponge, it was awesome. I ate the lot. Oh, to chippy tea. I get to venture into cooking at home in a crock pot that you don't have. I love our crock pot. I love to go to Paris, not drive in Paris, just go there. Had the chance in art college, but didn't go. I couldn't drive in Paris. God, I just no. You don't need a car in Paris. To be honest, you can walk around the centre. And what I did last time, what I'm going to do next time, the main sites, there are boats that do like a circuit on the Seine. They start at Notre Dame, end up at the Eiffel Tower, and they have stop-offs on the way. They just do it as a circular thing. You can get day passes or week passes for them. They will get you to locations, and then you can just walk from there. I want to go back to the catacombs apart from anything else. It's hard to hear when art meds make me gain weight, and I'm constantly trying to lose weight. It's so stubborn. Yeah, it's the exercise with me. I've always lose weight better by exercising than dieting. Love a crock pot meal. Me too, and I actually haven't done one for a bit, so I might do one over the weekend if we put the stuff in. Phil, you're going to be doing cooking videos. It is a real thing, Sheila. He has posted pictures of it. It looks as disgusting as it sounds. 2 ingredients that should never be put together. They should be on separate continents. And John Boy purposely asks, I want to know which pizza shop he's going to, because that pizza shop needs sorting out that they agree to make it. My diet is usually Domino's or gas station food. I've only been to France once and it wasn't a great experience, but other parts I've heard are lovely. Yeah, it depends where you are. I mean, Paris. I mean, I know French people who will turn their nose up at Paris. Oh, Parisians. Oh, you know, Parisians can be pretty prickly. But I've actually found that kill them with kindness, suddenly they relax and they're fine. It's like anywhere. I mean, you could say that about parts of the UK. Some parts are friendly with others, but Paris itself is just beautiful. I mean, I haven't been to a lot of other places. I would like to go to the south of France. I'd like to go to Montpellier and places like that. But I don't think that'll happen. I do love Paris. I tend to have a love-hate relationship with it because it is exhausting. Now I've found the boat thing, though. It's stay at the Latin Quarter and just get the boats. Bye, Wayne. Only real to John Boy and his pizza. But I mean, if I lived in London now, which I'll be honest, I'm pleased I don't. I can cope with it now. But if I lived in London now with the Eurostar, I'd be going quite regularly. You could go for the bloody day of Eurostar if you had the energy. When you have your eyes tested, ask for the prescription audio glasses from Goggles, so you can get glasses for £6. Need to get mine done. Mushrooms too wet for it. The flavours just don't go together. I love mushrooms and I love tuna, but I ain't putting them together with my crock pot. Yeah, I love the crock pot. I really should start using it more again because, you know, like Tuesdays and Saturdays when I'm live in the afternoon, just throw it in the morning and then I haven't got to worry about making dinner at night. It was Calais. Oh, Calais. No offence. It's a bit like Dover. What it's there to be a, you know, ferry port. But Elaine, you'd love Paris. Oh my God. If you do go to Paris, I know everybody gushes about the Louvre, but I would hit the Musée d'Orsay instead. Musée d'Orsay is just an incredible building. Apart from they've got a Van Gogh section, beautiful. Some mushrooms go well with pizza. Oh, mushrooms on pizza I don't mind, but not when there's tuna next to them. I had a DoorDash deal about £20 potatoes and £10 of onions, and I've got to cook them. Germans are very angry tourists. I've dealt with a few. Like, why go on holiday? Sorry. Message coming through. I actually don't get. I mean, I don't know if I've dealt with that many German tourists, but I've never had a problem when I've been in. I'm sorry, that's going to keep coming off. I'll put it under the desk. I've never had a problem in Germany. If you go to Germany, I want to go to Berlin at some point, but Cologne is beautiful. That's a lovely city. It's not like it's tuna salad on a pizza. Sounds more like tuna melts. Love tuna melts. Hell yeah. I make those quite a bit actually because I've got a sandwich toaster. I usually get mushrooms on pizza. Just depends the toppings. Yeah, mushrooms on pizza, but not next to tuna. I've put a couple of pounds back on being home because I've sat on my ass. I know that's the trouble. I'm not moving. I'll sit here. I've got to sort this chair out as well. I don't want to get a new one because I would have to get a bigger one and there's not the space. So I'm going to have to try cushions and shit on this chair. I should begin my exercising next week. The Crow Judas diet and health program. Aussie Cat, thank you so much, you treasure, for the 5 gifted. I really appreciate you. Orinoco says thank you as well. He's right next to me. I've not got the camera set up, otherwise I'd show you. But he's right here, and thank you so much. I quite enjoy taking walks around the cemeteries. I might actually, this is a very old cemetery just at the top of the road. I could actually do that. Phil says, shooey, Aussie. I can't say it like he does. I do too. Peaceful places. I'm all for peaceful places. Thought you might have a giant crock pot. Now looking at pizza on Uber Eats. Yeah, the church at the top of our road. We've got a massive cemetery here in Alnwick. Further up, on the other side of town. Has a lot of soldiers' graves from World War One and Two as well. But the one at the top of the road is the church itself. The actual first part of the building, it was kind of built on over the centuries, but I can't remember how it's ancient. The first part that was built hundreds of years. So I keep thinking I'll go around and film. I don't know whether, because the prickly bloody church. I don't know. Through the chats, amazing headstones and inscriptions. I'll have to go and have a look. I'm going to go for a walk at the cemetery. Enjoy your Paris trip. I know Rose and Jack would be proud. Just stay away from ships. I'm sure by now I have to be a chef. I know, Phil just doesn't want to do his own cooking. Hey, Scully Pop. Hey, you treasure. How are you doing? Scully Pop's awesome. Love Scully Pop's channel. I'm usually Team Rewatch, and Izzy Pop as well. Her channel. A slight belly, but my fingers are thin with typing, so I'm exercising technically. That's my argument. That's my argument. You'll do well. You can't go wrong with a crock pot. You can't. I have a wotless. I like stir fry. Just I don't have any cemeteries nearby. I'm safe if a zombie apocalypse starts. I could just go in the chat a bit. Crow the chat. Our cemetery has been turned into a Pokemon Go attraction. Yeah. If you haven't done it already, because one of the mods put Scully Pop's link in the chat, please. Really cool, interesting channel. Inspiration for me for the way I do some things, especially when on the other channels. Oh, here we go. The thumb talk. I'm going to scroll past that. Phil has his own. Yeah, Phil's got a whole town. Yes, people still play it. I haven't heard of that for ages. Thanks, Deb. Thank you. In chat, is it true that the distance from the tip of them to the tip forefinger equals the length? Oh, here we go. I know what's going to happen with the chat now. I've got short, girthy thumbs. I want to road trip to the US one day, but that's a daydream at the mo. I couldn't do the driving, but if I was with somebody that was happy to sort of do the driving, I'd just RV it, honestly, because it'd be Midwest and places like that. I don't see that ever happening though. So, which is why I'm sort of looking at the trains. Girthy in this chat, where's the Crow's chat bloody bleeds into this one. It's because we share a lot of the same peeps. When in doubt, blame Crow. It's the law. Probably, but I've always had big hands, so I wouldn't know for sure. We have a family cemetery. Everyone should have one. Does it help any if you have a long thumb? Right, okay. Guys, I'm going to make myself a coffee because I know how this conversation is going to go on for a bit. So, I'll just choose a video to annoy you all with. Actually, I'm going to put that one on.
Pull the curtains almost closed. Leave a crack for stars to lean through. Let the floorboard keep its secrets. Footsteps no one swore they knew. Old house breeze in quiet corners, painting eyes that softly shift. Let the shadows tell their stories. Not every veil needs to live. Sing me something strange tonight. Ghosts in the hallway, ships in the sky. Leave a little dark between everything we prove and why. Hold the wonder, hold it tight. still need a place for doubt to shine. Rock me gentle, don't explain. Let the world keep some of its strain. Pages in the attic rustle, names half faded in the spine. Lantern hums like distant engines, waiting at the edge of time. Maybe someone's watching over from a window we can't see. Let the questions stay unanswered. They can fall asleep with me. Count the things we'll never measure, silver flickers in the rain. Maybe it was just the weather, maybe it was something saying Let's talk about our ancient times, let's talk about the past. Not everything has answers, let some worldly wonders last. Let the spirits keep some secrets, not all is what it seems. Keep looking for the answers, but don't forget to dream. Count the things we'll never measure, silver flickers in the rain. Maybe it was just the weather, maybe it was something saying
Come back to 89 comments. I bet it's all about thumbs. Hang on. Look at me remembering to change the... hang on. Oh crap, how do I do this? Oh, there you go. What's this mouse thing I'm having to use? Right, I can guess that I can crow the chat. In the USA, you could have 100 acres tax-free if there was a cemetery on it, really? That's the important bit. Zombie J, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. You are awesome. Thank you so much for that. Thank you, Pinky. Did have something? Hang on. Not a problem, Zombie J, but thank you so much for those gifts. I can't. I'm always humbled, I think, the word when somebody gifts, and thank you. I do appreciate you, Darren. No wonder there was so many bloody comments. Sponge, have you got Aussie Cat's hilarious? Have you got one to compare? Not in touch with this. Oh, yeah. Do not worry about that. Do not worry at all. Just remember to never smell another man's thumb. I need to start putting these songs in the folder on the Discord. When I'm back on the Discord, I don't have to do it on. Oh, I might probably better to do it on the laptop actually. I'll put a category in, and people want to download them. I'm going to share the full story in Discord, but for now, would you classify dreams about previous owners of the house you live in, like watching snapshots of life from their perspective? It's funny because Justin touched on this last night, or somebody in the chat did. Now, you guys know I don't like a lot of the terms now. I don't like the term paranormal. I like the original meaning for the word paranormal. You know, that it's something that can't be proven by science. But I don't like it. The word paranormal is now just synonymous with ghosts and hauntings. I was skeptical about ghosts for a lot, actually seeing one for a long time, as much as I believed in occurrences. But I have seen, I never call it a ghost, I call it a full body apparition. Because that's what I saw. I saw someone who was there, and then when I went into the room to see where they'd gone, because there was nowhere for them to go, they weren't there anymore. And I kind of lean more towards snapshots rather than hauntings, that maybe it's kind of like the past replaying itself rather than, you know, I do lean towards that theory for at least some things. And that when I put that story onto the channel, that's how I will be describing it. So I always call it, when somebody says, have you seen a ghost? I'm like, I have seen a full body apparition. Because ghost tends to conjure up, you know, some spirit of somebody who's passed on. Thank you, Leon. I appreciate you for saying that. I really do. You have a Discord that I'm not in. Somebody put my Discord link, and I can't bring it up at the moment. I haven't logged in on this computer. Thank you, Rob. I'm going, once I can log into it on this, I can do it on the laptop, but once I can log in on this computer, I'm actually going to be, I want to streamline it a bit. I don't like it when Discords get too big. Scully Pop's still here. Well, I love Scully Pop. You've been beaten to a link by Rob. Shame, Elaine, shame. I know it's early, but it's so cool. I feel like I'm actually there. I'm seeing through their eyes, seeing what they feel and think at the same time. I wasn't scared at all. I mean, the person I was in the building with, because we just opened up, it was in the morning. They'd actually gone off to do some shopping. I was in the building on my own, so I was a little bit. I don't get scared on any of that type of occurrence, or the ones I've had over my life. I rarely get scared in the moment. I'll sometimes get nervous afterwards when I think back. But I wasn't scared. That's what I mean. I was a bit nervy, but not scared afterwards. Scully Pop, but the entertainment doesn't stop. Hey, Laura is live. We're still behind, aren't we? Oh, yeah, we are. We're only 4 hours. So Laura will be live in an hour, guys. Be aware next week, because I've been compensated. Some of the British channels, like myself, have been compensated, but the Americans haven't. There's no reason why they should, by the way. But at the moment, we are only 4 hours ahead, not 5. So this will probably Laura's been going at 1 o'clock in the afternoon for us. She'll have been going at her normal time, but for us it's been an hour earlier. But it won't be next week. It'll probably be back to 2. But it'll be 1 o'clock. She's going live in an hour. Maybe it's their way of welcoming and sharing bits of memories and good times at the house. It's we just don't know. Life hack from James. Don't ask. I don't encourage him. I think houses hold memories, and when a new owner moves in, it's like a battery and somehow recharges memories which pop in dreams like photos. Yeah. I mean, the last place I lived in New York was a flat. It was an old house that was converted into a couple of flats. I was on the first floor flat. Beautiful flat. But and I had a lot. That's where I saw the shadow figure. But I had a lot of experiences in that flat, and people who visited had a lot of experiences. But I also had a lot in dreams, and actually, I knew it was haunted from a dream. Just knew. Don't care what anybody thinks of that. I just knew. My typing is shocking. I'm using a mouse for the first time in years, so don't stiff strangers in general. Another life hack from James. It's why I actually think, quantum physics, science areas like that will eventually explain stuff. Some of it. It will never explain all of its science. Don't care what anybody says. And it will never conclusively prove it doesn't. Some of it. Some will conclusively prove it does. But we need mystery. I keep saying that. We need mystery. We don't need to know everything. And there is a theory which I need to look more into, that we're not supposed to know everything. It's part of the grand design. Sheila, that's interesting. I'd have to be on my mum's side if I do, because I traced my dad's side back to 1865 and 1868 when they came over from Germany. We had something of a they've been having thumb measuring contests started in Crows. Of course, it started in Crows, and now they've brought it over into mine yesterday and today. There you go. When they subbed. Yeah, Laura's live in an hour. I'm assuming. I think I've seen the notification. Yes, 1 o'clock. I haven't really looked at my feed this morning. Of course, everything starts in Crows. I was going to say the Big Bang started in Crows, but I'm going to take that back. Oops, too late. Elaine, you treasure, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. You are a star. You are a star. You've also promised me that you'll try and be in Seg's lives to keep somebody entertained. Also thought we lived in the black hole. Turns out astronomy is hypothesizing the same thing. I was right. That's why the paranormal exists. Black hole shenanigans. There you go. Hashtag Crow's fault. There you go. Laura knows. I was doing the chat. Big Bang could be next week. This week, apparently, it's just the qualifying stage. I'm a fangirl. I've had to bloody buy HBO subscription. I love The Big Bang Theory, by the way. I know some people don't like it. I do like it. And it's my go-to for falling asleep too. I need to fall asleep to something I've seen 100 times. And I was on a Big Bang kit. It came on to, it left Netflix, went on to Disney. And Disney had it on for about a month and suddenly it disappeared. But because I finally stumped up for the cheap version of HBO, i.e. the one with ads, I've started watching Derry this morning. I never saw Welcome to Derry, and oh, holy hell. Yeah, that needs watching properly. It also means I can watch season 2 of Peacemaker. Oh, Superman's on there as well. I'm actually linking that in the city archives. My dream, the area is just beginning to really convert to farmland, as she thinks about how much it's changed in her life yet. We know Crow can't be behind the kitties and hot dogs, but yet he'll try. Is that your measuring stick film? Still going. How often do you have the dreams? I'm with Sheila on that, because I know that people say, oh, it's just dreams, but I've had a lot of things with dreams that I know the difference between a dream and when something's not right, if you know what I mean. New member Sponge. Hey, hey. Hey, Stu. Mentioned you earlier and I can't remember why. Cannot remember why. Somebody wants to put a link for Stu's channel in as well. If The Crow was in the Big Bang Theory, it was a completely different show. Probably worth watching. Sorry. It is a bit dated and cringe. I just still like it. It's the nerd in me that started watching the Big Bang. I just like the the sort of social anxiety. I kind of get all that. Like I say, it's usually me just putting it on. Quite enjoying the new Scrubs season actually as well. It's not been bad. Some episodes have been better than others, but Corn Dog is just a magical wand for Crow when he watches Harry Potter. At least I know for a fact he ain't watching Harry Potter. I'm surprised you watch Lord of the Rings. Got the new PC? I have got the new PC with. Hey, sweetie. I have. I'm doing a test drive today. Getting used to using a mouse again. See, something like Big Bang Theory. And that was a show that knew how to do a final season and a final episode. About 3 times a week. Sometimes there are kids in the yard and I get the feeling they are grandkids, and in these dreams there are more houses around. I live in the old part of town. My data is Tom Monday bastard, so I had mine. This is why I've got a new computer. This mean an old test run live. What? Oh, 6-hour test. God, I do need new glasses. No, it won't be 6 hours because I'll make way for Laura at 1. Big Stew channel. There we go. Rob with the links. Boom. I had crumpets, now I'm sleepy and tired. Sorry, we'll keep it down. I think there might be a power nap in my... There's a new Harry Potter coming out. Hopefully into Flaming Never. Oh god, I forgot there was a new one. Actually, because the trailer's out, isn't it? Oh my god, that means they're going to be even worse this year. Because there's a new one coming out. And I think the castle will open this weekend. Let's have a look. Alnwick Castle. Oh, it's open now. Oh, bloody hell, they've already opened it. They've opened it today because it's the start. Well, I rarely go into town anyway. That's me not going into town again till the end of October. Bloody Harry Potter shop and everything in our town. I have no bickies in the house. Well, that's not very organised of you. I've got lots of bickies. Drink some black. Have a cuppa. Oh, but you can't have a cuppa without bickies. Sub to Big Rob. There you go. I love Rob's channel, actually. Don't tell him I said that. I might have to have a power nap later myself. I've had an energy drink, but they don't do anything. That's like me with coffee. Coffee makes no difference. I gave up on Now TV. It was so bloody expensive. But I don't mind subscribing because I've dropped a few subscriptions recently, so I don't mind subscribing to HBO because I had to have I had a look first. I thought, well, is there other stuff on here? And then I saw Derry and I saw Peacemaker and a few other things. I thought, yeah, waiting for that pudding review. My broom can't fly that far. None of them. I don't have any white chocolate. I'm tired of Harry Potter merch everywhere. Oh, try living here. Bloody shop we've got a Harry Potter shop. Whole shop. Don't have any white chocolate. That's good. I was wondering how long it would take for a corn dog. There we go. No. It seems like a historical mystery, and I love a good mystery. I'm actually going to the library today to see what I can find out, then get off to the recorder's office to get names date. Yeah, if you can get some sort of paperwork that sort of confirms stuff. Sky wasn't subbed, Rob. Disgraceful. You dreamt you were flying around. I rarely dream about flying. Yeah, I've got everything. I don't watch enough stuff at the minute to do it, but I'm pleased I subbed to HBO Max because HBO Max has caused me problems with Peacemaker because when season 1 came out, I think the same thing happened with season 2. When season 1 came out across the entire planet, apart from the UK and India, and we had to wait about 4 or 5 months for it. On a plane, I like I dream about flying on a bloody plane all the time. I would just live in that Harry Potter shop. You knock yourself out. I'm not stepping foot in there. Like Gothic Supergirl. There we go, Stu's channel. Yeah, keep us updated, Cynthia. That's interesting. I often have dreams of trying to get on a flight or flying on a plane. I think it has something to do with wanting to move on in life. My dreams of flying are because I'm frightened of flying. And they started again when I knew I was planning, even though it was going to be a year, 2, 3 years down the line. As soon as I knew I was going to have to get on a plane again, I used to go to the States. They started again. Don't ask what I do tonight. Yeah, don't ask. I hate flying in my dreams. The more I concentrate, the lower I fly. I've never had a dream about flying. How rare. Ming flying, no, rare. Absolutely rare. Rob's power modding, guys. I'm not saying a word, I'll get booted. Not by me. Do they do HP lot? What? You can learn how to play Quidditch. Hang on. I wonder if they've got photos of how they do it. I don't know. Let's go into the website. Oh no, that's not the right. Where's my website gone? Oh, there we go. Ike Castle. Just wondering if they've got pictures of. Might be too early, but you can pay to learn how to. Oh, broomstick training. There it is. Okay, right. This will be interesting. See if I can do this. Why isn't my menu going down? There we go. Share screen. Broomstick training. Broomstick training. There you go. Literally. Clear skies ahead. Keep your broom steady. Ready for takeoff. Not that they're milking it. You know, for like $10.99 or $19.99, you can buy the broomstick. Used to have recurring nightmares of being shot down in a Spitfire. Oh my god. I'm definitely a believer, but with an eye to sight. That's basically me. I've had dreams like this before. I think dreams are also a standalone subject due to the complexity and what they can tell you. There you go. They do broom flight. They do. They absolutely do. Still waiting for a letter for Hogwarts. They've forgotten about me. Oh no, go Serena. You got a little lightning scar in your head. That helps. I'm an albatross. IPS in my dreams. Hey Mike, how you doing? You've got Quidditch. Oh my god. Sky. I know. I hope they're ready for it. I get why they're doing it. And they have absolutely every right to do that. But you know, if you are going over there, I mean, I don't agree with spirit boxes. You guys know this, but there's nothing wrong with having differences of opinions. So I'm sure there's nobody in this chat that wouldn't play nice. But if you see, I mean, Caroline will be modding, but if you see anybody in the chat not playing nice, be nice about it. But you know, I think it's 10:30. Caroline, put a link in because I can't remember the exact time. I think it's 10:30 UK. If you put a link straight to the live, and then people can just hit the notification button. Not interested in Harry Potter anymore since the author. Oh, she is a fucking nightmare. I'm sorry, she is. You wrote Harry Potter. You know, doesn't give you the right to rule the world. Come on. Sorry, don't get me started on J.K. Rowling. I'll be more ranty about J.K. Rowling than I will about Harry Potter. Ghost Wheeler needs a plug to stay on his broom. Yeah, please keep us updated, Cynthia. I mean, I wouldn't mind a chat with you myself. I'm gonna do it either tomorrow or Tuesday. I'm gonna properly relaunch the. I was supposed to do it yesterday, and we got sidetracked with Girth, the Believe in Me project. So I would be very interested to know how that goes. I do think it's a story worth investigating. But do they fly? No, they jump. They jump. It's like when you were kids and you were sort of flying, you jump and then, oh, I'm flying, and then down you came straight away. I've had some dreams recently that refer to other dreams from decades ago. I'd forgotten about, like their shared universe. And I've had that. And even in I can't lucid dream. I wish I could, but I can't lucid dream. But in my dreams, I've actually, in my dreams, thought, I've dreamt this before. It's like it's like you say, it's like a flashback to another dream, and it can be years before, absolutely years. Something that's very familiar, and you realise why. That's fair. I'm kind of in the middle of dreams. They're standalone. I'm fascinated and intrigued by them. I've 2 separate recurring dreams over my life. I'm disappointed with that one scene in Harry Potter. They didn't tie their wands to their brooms and have a proper dog fight. I'd have more respect for it if they did that. I wrote a short story about that once. So it was in my early 20s. I wrote a short story that the dreams were real and the reality was the dream. Even in my house, we say possess you instead of bless you. 10 p.m. Why did I think it was 10:30? Was it 10:30 last night, Caroline? Because I was asleep after Justin last night. No connection. Oh, Paranormal Monkey podcast. Cure for insomnia. No, I managed to stay awake for Justin's, but I couldn't keep going after that. They could hook them up to one of those carny rides and watch people fly off brooms. Do that in the bloody castle. I'd pay to go in there and see that. If nothing else, I'll find out about the lady in my dreams and some history about the area I live in. I hope you do. I hope you do. I mean, Bestie lived in a really haunted sort of terrace cottage back in the late 90s, and that was where I heard the baby cry. Loads of different things happened in there. And we did have a name, but the local information was just hopeless. Somebody linked the premiere. Oh, sorry, you still on your phone, Caroline? I'm sorry, sweetheart. Thank you, Mike. Is that Adelaide link? And Rob. Might beat you to it, Rob. I won't be standing for that. No, Stu, no. Lesson learned, not in parachute. Just assisting you, Caroline. Oh, it's early. I thought it was usually 10:30. That's fine. That's fine. Oh! That's for example. Sorry. Hey, Crow. You've been lurking. He'll link later. Uh, uh, just got an appointment notification from hospital hematology department. Sounds like second bone marrow. Oh no! Good luck with that sponge. Hope it's all okay. I hope they're just sort of being thorough and keeping an eye. Here we go. Crow! At least you slept, Crow. I hear dead people on the radio all the time. Elvis. Lennon. Good morning, Crow. Oh, hang on, where's Rob? Oh, hang on, my mouse is just literally. Hang on. Scrolled right the way up to the top. Hang on. There we go. Ooh. Stu, a friend. Look, oh no! It's, oh, see, that's where it's. Oh, it's awful. Me and Raven are thumb. Oh god, they have been talking about thumb girth and length. I did an intermission. I don't know if you were lurking at that point. I did an intermission to make a coffee. Came back to nearly 100 comments, and it was all about thumbs. That's your fault. Wave the magic wiener. Oh, corn dogs in the chat for. Oh God, must take those out. Wakey, wakey, Crow. Yeah, the corn dog's still in me emojis because I'll test it out for you. Old Art Bell shows. Oh yeah, absolutely. Hey Sadrat in. Hey Sadrat. How we doing? Mel's Hole. What? Oh, that reminds me. I got a reply from the editor of the Fortune Times, but too scared to read it. Oh, read it, Stu. Schrodinger's message. If you watch the Big Bang Theory, you'd understand that. I'm not reading out some of these comments. Oh yeah. Raven's on the case, Stu. I'm boiling. Must have warmed up outside. Mel's Hole is the bottomless pit. Interesting. I've never heard of that. 5:30 a.m. still dark here, nursing my coffee and growling at anything besides the cat that gets too close. That sounds like me first thing in the morning. For at least an hour. At least, minimum. Another thing I'll procrastinate about reading. I'm guessing it's about the quiz, sweetie. Like Crow's tummy. It seems to have gone. I might need to get another trivia program because the question doesn't fit. Oh, right, is it only so many characters? Time for breakfast. I'm actually thinking because it's 12:30, so it's going to be lunch by the time I've finished. I must remember I've got some croissants. I might have ham and cheese on the croissants. How's the new stuff? Did Crow fall back to sleep? Crow just came in to troll about spirit boxes. The only reason Crow came in. It's very, very pretty and very, very awesome. And the only thing is I'm now going to have to start actually doing some work. But no, it's awesome, Mason. Thank you. I can finally get cracking on the stuff I want to. I'm especially excited about the podcasts. You can choose my first victim. Bit late for breakfast in the UK. Well, not if you haven't eaten. Technically, it's lunch. Do you have your time? Yes, our clocks go forward tomorrow night. So on Sunday, we'll be all we'll be normal with the US. We'll be back to being 5 hours ahead. I don't know. I don't know what the situation is with us. I need to find out. I need to do the same soon. I'm pushing my computer to its limits. Yeah, it's with all the best intentions in the world, you just need more and more speed and memory, etc. So what I'm actually doing with this computer is literally for YouTube. You know, if I'm browsing or doing, I've got a tablet, I've got my laptop works fine. I'll do other stuff on those. This is my YouTube computer. So editing, graphics, and streaming. Love that show. Bastards cancelled it. What show? What am I missing? They cancel a lot of shows I like. I still angry they only ever did one season of Alcatraz. Shit, I haven't ordered pizza. You forgot? That's an amateur. Phil would call that amateur. Boiled potato and fish to lose weight. I love my food. And I don't mind eating healthy. There's a lot of stuff I like that's healthy. I've just got to be more organised about what I have. I actually have quite a healthy diet in terms of meals because I like my vegetables, I like my salad, blah, blah, blah. It's the snacky stuff I suck at. Well, that's usually my breakfast, Rob. Jam donut. Oh, I haven't got any donuts. 5th of April. Clocks go back to normal and a cow sounds good, right? So 5th of April, so you're next weekend. So I'll keep that in mind for us. Chia seeds. What time is it? Oh, well, I'm fine. Potato soup. I'm making burger if my headache goes away. I haven't had a burger in ages. Really like that show with Ginger Lass from the It movies, isn't it? Oh, was that the I'm Really Not Okay With This? Did they only do one season of that? 'Cause that show was awesome. Fantastic ending. Could be thinking of a different show to you, but I did they never do a sequel with that? I had a massive breakdown, but I've settled enough to be able to tell them. Oh, I don't be Jay, sweetie. Oh, I hope you're okay. Cow does sound good. I hate beef burgers. Debbie! Yes, that last step, I enjoyed that entire show. She's awesome. She's an awesome actress, and I enjoyed that entire show. It's probably still on Netflix. And it kind of has an ending, but it wasn't supposed to end. It was a shame that was cancelled. I would have loved to have seen a second season of that. It was such a good show. But cow sounds better, says Phil. Bongs and bickies for breakfast is what I was told to have. Gotta love an exploding head. Yeah. It was Yeah, I might give that a rewatch. Actually, I saw it when it first came out. I haven't rewatched it since. If it's still on Netflix, I assume it is. Oh, vegetarian for 7 years now. I just hate beef burgers. Fair enough. I'm definitely going to have a ham and cheese croissant. Maybe, well, I won't eat more than one. I'll have one for lunch. Fill me tummy. And then probably pass out. Possibly. Maybe not. I'm doing myself more favours trying to stay awake, but you don't have a beef with anyone, Debs? No. Ham and cheese. Ham and cheese. I don't know about Project Lazarus. I think the problem is there's so many shows because of streaming services now. There's space for so many shows. So you get platforms like Netflix, for example, that they will cancel good shows because they've got a new one coming out. So they seem to have so many. So shows aren't always getting cancelled now because they're not good. It's just that they're getting cancelled because it's like, oh well, you know, we'll get rid of this one so we can have this new one. Unfortunately, I knew it was coming, so I had to let it happen. I'm unfortunately out of my medicines. Overthinking took me to a dark place for a good minute. Preaching to the choir, overthinking, and you tell yourself you're not to, and you think you're doing all right, and then all of a sudden it doesn't take much to trigger. It doesn't take much at all. Hope you're all right, darling. Jam. Some of us are over hammocking up. Hang on. I'm saving my money and having a Vegemite on toast. I don't have lunch for 3 more hours. I'm having lunch in about 20 minutes. Yeah. I know, they replace it with something that's like blah, and it's like, if something works, I mean, I don't know whether that was the reason for I'm not okay with this. Maybe the actress, because I think the actress was quite popular. Maybe she couldn't come back. I don't know. But yeah, you get these shows. It's like Alcatraz, you know, and Firefly and those shows, and you think, come on, commit yourself. I struggle with regulating as it is, and being out of meds was like a fizzy drink all shook up, had to explode. Oh no. My bestie keeps telling me to take meds, and I just can't do it. Nothing wrong with taking meds, I'm just not very good at taking pills. My system's not very good at taking pills, and I just worry about the side effects. So I can't really risk the side effects with my life. We all do sometimes, yeah. Raven off to make burgers. Raven, I'll have one. Tell you what, I haven't had for ages is a Hawaiian burger. That sounds proper. Zombie, I know that feeling. That'll be me tomorrow. Absorbing all the funny so I don't think about it. I will suck at thinking because, yeah. Yes, I got shouted at by the nurse when I went for my COPD review. There's so many puffs in this inhaler, and you haven't ordered one. So you must be puffing bloody cold air. Oh, okay. She's actually got the pharmacy to tell me now when my new inhaler's in. So she's not they're not relying on me to order it. Mine's for my mental side of things, but there's hope for an autism diagnosis very soon. Really? Um, I've actually never bothered with probably my age. But I maybe should go to the doctor at some point and look at the autism sign. My doc gave me mood stabilizers that don't work, so we gave him. Oh god. My pizza takeaway does Hawaiian burger. They're a bit skimpy on the teriyaki. Still nice though. And we prefer chicken. We have chicken a lot. We do have chicken a lot. I really like chicken. There's so many different ways you can do it, but and Mum prefers chicken to beef, so it makes it easier. But no, I love beef. I love chili. I'm a carnivore. See, I never liked coronation chicken very much. I just wanted you to know that I finally didn't miss a live. I just couldn't get words out. So sending memberships was my way of saying I'm still supporting. I do apologise for the spam. Zombie Jane, no problem whatsoever. You never have to worry about missing a live. And even if it's just popping in to say hello, that's fine. I really do appreciate you and hope you're okay. Hope you can sort of deal with all this. We're here. We're here whenever you need to be here. Found autism, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, I was tested when I was a kid, but they did nothing when I was a kid. In the 70s, it was like they watched you for a bit and they saw, I had a brain and thought, oh, she's fine. It was later in life, but me being me, I just cope. A coronation chicken does not make chicken royalty. I don't even know what's in coronation chicken. Problem is really there isn't anything geared towards autism. Any help you can get is just the same as everyone else. It's not applicable. That's because, like you just said earlier, it ends up being a blanket term. And I mean, technically everybody's on the spectrum, but if you are classified as autistic, there's so many different variations, and yet they just use that one word, and there's different things that people can cope with and can't cope with. I mean, the way I look at it with me is, I'm 59 years old. I've always been different. It's never bothered me being different, probably because I'm a rocker and I'm a nerd, so I'm different anyway. I've never been bothered about, being one of the cool kids or any of that shit when I was growing up. And I know what I struggle with in life. There's certain things, social anxiety, etc. But, I'm old. I've spent years just finding ways to deal with it. There's some things I still don't like. I don't like talking to a stranger on the phone. I don't like, literally a phone call for like business or finance or whatever. I don't like doing that. I don't like just take me to a party and tell me to mingle. I'll just shrivel. But if I need to do it for networking, or when I was an academic, or I've sort of done market stalls, I've done lecturing, I'd be in front of house. There's ways that you cope. At the end of the day, it's sad because medically they don't always know what to do with it. Like you say, they blanket term. And at the end of the day, it's learning, and it's difficult. I still find it difficult, but you learn how to deal with it. And if there's situations where I know it's going to be a major problem, so take that off. Where I know it's going to be a major problem, I just try and, if I can, I'll stay out of the situation. That would be me. I'll be horrendous. I've just said, even my inhalers I'd be bad with. Mind you, back then autism was just becoming more. Yeah, I mean, when I was a kid, the reason I had the test when I was a kid was I was on phenylbarbital until I was 6 because I had infantile fits. They wouldn't give phenylbarbital to kids now. I had all sorts of side effects to my life because of it. And so when I was about 5 or 6, I was taken to the doctors to get tested that, you know, it hasn't caused mental problems. I don't think they had a word for it, or if they did, it wouldn't have been a very nice one. But it was literally the doctor sitting hiding. I couldn't see that the doctor was there. I was in the waiting room. I was playing with toys. Mum was sitting with me, and I'm sitting there going, "Oh, look, Mummy, a helicopter, etc." And the doctor just said, "She's fine." And the reason is, you know, I knew what things were. I had a brain, you know. I was fairly bright as a kid. If at that age, if they'd have been testing me now, I probably would have been diagnosed. But and there's still a stigma with some parents. I dealt with it when I was teaching at the college. I dealt with it, or I could tell that there was various problems, and you know, some parents still, you know, don't like to think of. They won't get the kids tested. Anyway, it's a different matter. Before autism, they treated schizophrenic diagnosis. Yeah. Long live the wing. They took me to a child psychologist in the 70s and they didn't spot the autism. They basically said I was manipulative and blamed my mother's anxiety. See, they just didn't know. They didn't know. I mean, in a similar situation. Put me in a uniform and I'll do things I'd never consider around. But yeah, certain situations, you know, it's why I can handle going live. I wouldn't be able to handle. I was nervous anyway. I mean, I was sort of leaning on Phil and Wiz for ages. You know, I still lean on Phil sometimes. Sometimes I'll say, I'll say, oh, thank God, because, you know, I'm feeling a bit dicey. But it's why I can handle going live, you know, because I've spent so many years teaching and lecturing. I used to lecture to groups of 200 people and, you know, years spent selling antiques and collectibles and, you know, later my artwork, used to dealing front of house selling. So certain situations, I have no problem doing any of that. But like I say, put me in a room full of strangers and tell me to mingle and God, I just want to disappear. Often I'll do. I'm going outside just for a cig. I'm watching Firefly. Oh, I love Firefly. And I loved the movie, actually. Serenity was awesome. If you watch Serenity, try and watch it on as big a screen as possible. I saw it at the movies, but try and watch it on as big a screen as possible. I think things would have been worse for me if I'd been diagnosed as a kid. I don't know what. Yeah, the trouble is, I don't know about the rest of the country, but up our way back then, probably would have been put into schools, different schools. The irony is they've got rid of a lot of those schools and they're still needed, but possibly wouldn't, if that doesn't help, possibly wouldn't have been able to go to a regular school. Autistic 2 and ADHD, lucky me. It was shit back then. They were so uneducated. Autism had just started awareness in the 60s, 70s, and even then they struggled to believe in it. Yeah, it was, and it was seen more as a problem than a condition. You know, that makes sense. When I was in grade school, I was deemed slow and put in special classes. I wasn't stupid and just didn't care about school and didn't apply myself. I was an A student in college when I did. I was also in the top sets at schools, and it's why they never pursued it. But I struggled with being at school. I hated it. I just had different priorities in grade school. I've got Orcadianism, it's not treatable. I'm kind of like that being Northumbrian. I love I've got to get back up to Orkney. Coming up with Asperger's definitely helps in some ways, but they got rid of it too. And they made, yeah, because I actually, when I initially My best friend's a psychologist, and when I initially asked about sort of being autistic, I thought it was Asperger's, but she says, "Oh, they just don't use that term anymore." I'd been teaching myself to read before I started school, so I wouldn't look dumb, and ended up being put up grade 2 halfway through. It didn't go well. See, both my parents, by the time I was around, were primary school teachers. I could read before I went to school. So oh, you're intelligent, so you can't be anything wrong with you. Uh, um, yeah, yeah, exactly. Um, yeah, it's all the spectrum now. And at the end of the day, if you can get the help, that's fantastic. But I don't like. This may be controversial, I'm sorry, but I don't like it when people say, I can't do this because I'm autistic or whatever. I never hide behind it. I struggle with things because of it. I do. And I'll be open about it. But I do know what I'm supposed to be doing. It's being able to do what I'm supposed to be doing I struggle with. It's not that I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, if that makes sense. I struggle with the same. So if someone comes up to me to speak to me and I don't have the confidence to speak to people in a crowded place, I'm okay. See, yeah, for your job, I think I'm still uncomfortable with it, but I can do it. I can make myself do it. I mean, when I was teaching, I was having to phone up, especially when I was at the college, sort of phone up parents and stuff like that. You can make yourself do it. It's part of your job. You can make yourself do it. If I'm at a gig, if I'm at a concert or something like that, or if I was at Comic Con or something, I would have easier to find it to mingle because I know I'm surrounded by people with similar interests. But you sit me next to somebody who's going to talk about the bloody weather and what shade nail varnish is cool this year. I'm just like zoning out. I don't know how to deal with that. Have a great day, everyone. Oh, sorry, Laura, just seen the time. I'll send people over, sweetie. I know why you're here. You don't need to nag. But I hadn't noticed it. That's because I've been waffling. Laura's live at 1, guys, if anybody wants to go over. I'm sure you will. I don't have special schools anymore. They've moved everyone to the same schools. Yeah, and as a teacher, that can actually make it different. I've seen students. I think a lot of students can be in regular schools, and I think if you can be, you should be. But I think it's a shame they got rid of the special schools because there are cases where that extra help is needed. Yes, I think that's a good way of putting it. Car fire. I can't sit thinking. Well, I'm probably the same, Pinky. I know I'm annoying. Honestly, the older you get, the more you think, yeah, stuff it. This is how I'm like. Put up with it. Yeah, it's not a diagnosis anymore, aspect. I used to be a bit of a swot in school, then I discovered girls. I used to be a bit of a swot till I was about 14. But 14 was when Mum became really ill. And suddenly, didn't care anymore. John Boy's had a nice little walk. It's a bit nippy, is it? I think Gen X was raised to admit it was bad to admit to any physical or mental problems. I think you're right. I do think Gen X. That's why we always claim to be tougher. I'm still like that, but that's admitting it to other people. You can, I've always regulated myself, and I've always realised that I've never been bothered about having like a million friends or associates or anything. I'll be close knit circle, and that's fine for me. I've got to be comfortable with people. you just learn to deal. When I first got my diagnosis, I started to question whether I could do certain things, but realised I've done them. But learning about burnout is definitely, yeah. You do. You learn to adjust, and there's stuff I hate doing that other people sort of. I've said it before. There's certain tasks that I'll put off and I'll put off and I'll put off, and when I do it, it takes 5 minutes. It's, God, I should have just done it as soon as I needed to. I've got a load like that at the minute. Teacher snapped at me, different. You can't be different. And the moment I knew I would do, yeah. Especially in the 70s and 80s, yeah, they weren't geared up for anybody that was different. They wanted everybody the same. Sarah, that was a crow quickie. Thanks for the live stream. Yeah, 3 hours. I'm winding up, guys. Laura's live. I'm just going to finish this conversation. When my youngest was 6, now 30 plus, he was diagnosed Asperger's, and that diagnosis led to more assistance for him. The doctors originally called it a cognitive learning delay. They were afraid. I don't get why. You would say Asperger's and not autism. But yes, I mean, there is help for it if you've got the diagnosis. Probably more in education than there is in life. I hate these comments you see on Twitter where people say there wasn't any autistic kids when I was at school. Yeah, they were, and they were undiagnosed and struggling. Yeah. It was really difficult. Talk about autism for hours. I'm literally an autism expert. Yeah. And this, I don't know whether it's paranormal that is a common element, or as in the subject and the interest, but there's a lot of people in this community that are autistic or are ADHD or are just socially anxious, and not everybody, as we've said, especially Gen X, not everybody will say that they have that. I think it took me a while on my channel to actually say, look, this is me, because we don't. Gen X often don't do that, but just think about that when you're in chats. I know everybody here does, but sometimes I'll see the way people talk, say somebody else in chat, that you don't know what somebody's going through. Just Stu, could you diagnose me? I just didn't care about school. By the time I hit 14, I didn't. I mean, I stayed on till I was 18, but I actually went to the, well, it was the Polytechnic then, and dropped out in the year 3. It was a 4-year course. I was just burnt out on education and everything that went with it. I did go back when I was 27, which is why I became an academic, but education's not always the right place for people. It used to get me into trouble at the college because obviously I get it, they like the idea that their students would go on to university, but I was the tutor that was saying, if you're not ready, take a gap year. When I was teaching at the university in Sunderland, I had several students who'd taken a gap year, and it was the best thing for them. One, they'd had a break, or two, they'd had a job, and they realised how mind-numbingly boring sort of early jobs are. They welcomed that education. Hang on. I know. I'm autistic. Deal with it. I deal with it. You can deal with it. But I wouldn't use. I'm not gonna behave badly and blame it on the autism, because I know how I'm supposed to behave. My biggest problem is the social anxiety, to be honest. I've covered mine up in school by pissing. Yeah. Turns out, actually, that both of my besties, ironically, one who I've known for 30 years and one who I've known for 25 nearly. No, 15 nearly. Sorry, can't count. Um, both of them have turned out to be, and they're both a lot more confident than me, and they both. My teachers told me I had dyslexia. I was terrified and didn't tell my mum and dad. But you were looking out for them, Sarah. Good on you for giving them real advice. Yeah. You know, I was so burned out after school. I didn't want to go, but it was what you did. You know, you had a brain, had a couple of A levels. It's what you did. And I went into teacher. It was actually because I went into teacher training. It was a 4-year course for primary teacher. And I realized, and the only thing that it's a good course. You know, it's an important course. But I realized I didn't want to be a primary school teacher, and it wasn't a degree that would get you anything else. You know. So I actually left at the beginning of my 3rd year. I actually went back when I was 27, did media and American history, and then I ended up doing film and etc. But I didn't do it for any other reason other than to prove to myself I could get the degree. But yeah, I spoke to students who, and that's so yeah, they didn't like it. You probably still can. You can apply, but apply for the year after, so you can have your gap year. If people aren't, you know, that sort of idea of having gap years and getting out and doing something, you often have to be that age to do it. You can't do it when you're older, often. I heard parents say they're not telling their kids they're autistic because they don't want them to have a label. More like this. Yeah, it's the parents that don't want the label. It's the parents that don't want the label. I've dealt with that a few times in teaching. Thing is, if you've got the diagnosis, that's when you can get the extra help that you need. So you're actually doing more damage sometimes by not getting the test done, etc. And they should have gone to your parents first, but that not told you first. Yeah. On the autistic spectrum, that is too. My stepson was autistic, took me off to being being autistic. Then his mum was diagnosed. All 3 of us ended up being, yeah. My eldest nephew is, but it took her ages to get him diagnosed because he's got cerebral palsy, and NHS does have a habit. If you've got one condition, it's like, well, this is the condition we're going to focus on. So it actually took a long time for him to get assessed. I think she had to pay for it. My son is totally dependent. We were not sure he would be. He's smart and funny, and learned that he was still required to play by the rules, but it was okay to be himself. Hell yeah. 100% on that. That's put way better than I've been trying to say it. You can do both. You can absolutely do both. Good on him. I love that. I love that. Still required to play by the rules, but okay to be yourself. It is okay, whether you've got autism or whatever it is. It's okay for everybody to be themselves. Like, I'm a big believer in that. It is soul destroying not to be able to be yourself, and that's why I think that me being a massive rock music fan, and a massive nerd helped me, because I wasn't going to hide that. You know, I'm proud of being a geek, proud of being a rocker, and I was a rocker at a time when we were still, rock fans are evil. I never cared. I never cared because it was me. And I find it soul destroying if I'm in an environment where I can't be myself. Absolutely soul destroying. Hell yeah, Pam. Love it. If I had an applause button, I'd be playing it right now. Do you know what it is as well, though? if you spot something you think that help needs, there's a lot of teachers that won't do it because of the paperwork. I'm just going to say it. It's a rabbit hole some don't want to go down. That's not right. I went down that rabbit hole a few times when I was teaching, but it's not right, but that can happen as well. Guitars and weed got me through a lot. Kurt Cobain basically being bullied. Do you know I have always been a music fan. I used to go to 2 or 3 gigs a week at least when I was in London. I went to loads of festivals. I have never felt unsafe or not able to talk to somebody at a music festival. Go to another different type of concert where it's not rockers there. Yeah, I haven't been comfortable. So being yourself, especially I think if you are socially awkward in any way or shape or form, being yourself is empowering. And if you've got people around you who accept you for who you are, that's what's important. Doesn't need to be everybody, but if you've got friends, you've got family who are like, you are great the way you are, that's all that's needed. Some people start off having problems early on, then seem to be okay for years, and it's later on in life that their autistic traits cause problems. That's kind of happening with me at the minute, but I think that's stress because of mum, etc. I'm not going to bleat on about it. But I kind of fumbled my way through. I'm a bit more, this is it, this is me, deal with it. Since I turned 50, I've been a lot more generally to people. I would still cry if someone did that to me, yeah. Absolutely. Not that his mother wasn't always considered a little unusual. That's probably why he was so empowered. Teachers didn't know what to do, yeah. There's no system. It's not a great system now. Yeah, I agree with that. I absolutely agree with that. And I use autistic people, not people with autism. Yeah. Or autism, because 9 out of 10 people prefer that. Got told off in chat for saying that, but it's just a fact. There's someone who kicks. There's always someone who kicks off. There's always someone who knows better than everybody else. All I was interested in school was Girls and Iron Maiden. It's healthy. Stu, that's what my friend says. She has 2 sons with autism. Suspects she is herself. Works with autistic children. Refers to me as neurospicy. I don't have a condition, but have been through a lot of shit, especially at school, and can sympathise with people having conditions. Yeah, you don't have to have a specific condition. It can be past trauma or past experience. You know, being bullied. I was bullied at school. You know, it's our experiences all affect us in some way. Hey, Patricia, how are you doing, darling? I'm not supposed to be live, but I am. I'm not going to stop while the chat's talking about this. Morning checks are done and the sky is lightening up and may get another day. Ooh. The reason is it's important to avoid using with autism or has autism. Makes sound extra like microphones and has the whole makeup of a person. Yeah, it's when people let it define them, you know. What you do with it. Absolutely what you do with it and how you handle it. I had to homeschool at the end, and if you can, I would suggest it. I'd have preferred that, to be honest. So I don't think it was even a thing back then. My mum was my class teacher for 5 years, really. similar to basketball, but more fun to watch. Because you do use there. I don't know how to do anything else, Rob. I never have, even since I was a kid. It sometimes gets me into trouble, you may notice, but you know, this is me, guys. If you don't like it, you know, I'm sorry, but never want to sort of upset anybody or hurt anybody, but at the same time, I was really shy and nervous at school, and I can just walk up to a stranger with a camera film and just don't bother me. That's good. I couldn't do it. That's why I'm dying to be able to get a car again so I can go out vlogging, you know, where there isn't anybody, because I'm a bit nervy when there's people around. I just go with I am me, take it or leave it, a diagnosis. No, exactly. Just me, put up with it. If you don't like it, it's the Northumbrian in me as well. If you don't like me, I'm fine with that. Just leave me alone. It's when people don't like me and try and poke. And if you're Northumbrian, you poke back. This is why I find YouTube so hard. Because I have to keep my mouth shut half the time. The thing that annoyed me was this person, you all know them, that said, just my guess. Oh, rude. It's backed by loads of research groups. I had that on wasn't about autism, it was actually about vertigo. I had somebody a few weeks back, I was in saying, I had a vertigo attack last night, that's why I couldn't stick around. And somebody actually said to me, well, if you had vertigo, you'd know about it. And I really had to bite my tongue, because this person, yeah, anyway, really had to bite my tongue. I'm like, I have tablets for I am diagnosed with vertigo. I know I've got vertigo. I know what vertigo is. Don't film strangers, John Boy. Not through their windows. Also rude because I have a postgrad in autism with distinction and paid to be an autism. Exactly. It's like people don't know what you know. People don't know what I know. And I'm not talking about autism now. I'm talking about cultural studies. There's going to be one or two people that troll me, think they know better than I do, that don't know what my extent of cultural studies is. They're about to find out. You don't know what people know. Cricket is like baseball, but actually dangerous. Oh, it's cricket's dead. You get hit by a cricket ball, you will know about it. I was painfully shy as a kid. Vertigo is horrible. I get it once in a while. Yeah. I mean, I've always had what I've always called motion sickness, but then the vertigo hit really bad about 10 years ago, and I do have to take tablets for it now. Not all the time. I don't bother all the time, but I have tablets that if an attack starts, I have to take it. Otherwise, you're just lying down because you can't stand up. Be right back, says Sky. No problem. So I'm going over time, guys. I've lost StreamYard. Ding, ding, ding. Thank you, Deb. So people have to say I'm telling autistic people what to call themselves. No, I'm telling non-autistic people what people prefer. Yeah. Do you know what it is? And this is about any topic in social media. The number of times somebody comes back at me about something, and I'll just say to them, "Have you listened to a word I said, or did you read a word I said?" You know, because they clearly haven't listened. Most content creators will tell you, especially debunkers will tell you, that they can tell immediately when they get a criticism in the comments after a video that they haven't watched the video. I can tell. I don't get bad comments very often, but I can tell. You know, they'll argue the point and you think, you didn't watch it. You looked at the thumbnail, you might have watched the first 5 minutes, if that, and you didn't watch the whole thing because the whole thing was explained. And that's the same thing. They don't read it properly. They just see a topic that they want to get on the high horse about, and they'll argue with you for the sake of it. Sorry, I'm ranting now. Sorry. I can tell I'm tired. I'm having 2 chats in random places. I know. I'm going over Laura here. I really need to. Stop it. Stu, it's obvious to me what you asked. Yeah, Stu's, as well as being sort of clearly spoken anyway, Stu's a writer, so he's not gonna, it's always crystal clear, but people just don't read it. They sort of see it 1 or 2 words and speed read it and jump to conclusion. But often it's people that just want to put their 2 pence in, you know, put their own point across without wondering whether they're actually making a good point. I just want to make people laugh and feel welcome and happy. Me too. Get me some get me some don't. I never meant to offend anybody, just a cheeky twat. I have a heart of gold. Same here. I do have a heart of gold. Some people think I don't. I do have a heart of gold. Just don't suffer fools very well. But I'm sorry, Debs. I'm winding up, darling. You do what you need to do, sweetheart. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. You treasure. So sorry, but yeah, it's been great. I've enjoyed this actually. That's been good. I use a lot of. I think that's. I use a lot of humour, as you probably notice, and the other problem is, and I don't know whether Stu gets this as well, Northeast is a very ironic, sarcastic county, Northumberland. So not everybody gets it. People don't always know you're joking. So, Caroline, do you want to put that link in again before I finish so people know for Adelaide? And actually, my ironically, my exit video is the radio blah 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 video. Love you too, Rob. And we all keep doing what we do. Even I do stupid stuff from time to time. So you have the biggest kindness heart. I'm sorry. Oh, thank you. The PCs were wonderful. Oh, hey, Sandra. We need to understand divergent kids, adults, not the other way around. We learn more from them than they for us. Exactly. Exactly. And Sandra knows, you know, because they can put us to shame the way they handle things. One of the reasons I get so defensive is my nephew's cerebral palsy and autism. He has never, since he was a toddler, been put up with people blaming stuff on you know, his conditions. He's always fought against that. He knows what he needs to do. He makes no apologies for being himself. Right, guys. I'm sorry, Sandra. I'm going over Laura, so but we were talking about this. I didn't want to stop the conversation. So I'm live as normal tomorrow, guys. I'll probably do it at 1 o'clock, and I will play out. Thank you for being here. It's been a great discussion, and I'm playing out with Radio Blah.
If you bought a brand new spirit box, this is what you need to know. It's a radio. It's a radio. Hey, that our 60 goes berserk, 'cause it never ever really worked. Here is what you never knew. What I say to you is true. That mobile app will answer back, because that's what it's designed to do. All we hear is radio, blah, blah, blah. In the home, on the phone, or in the car. What you hear is never ghosts, only talk show hosts. You say the radio static can produce the uncanny and dramatic, but you always get it wrong. What you hear is a song. Oh, 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 oh. listen to the crow. Never push your luck, cause the Estes method sucks. Swap the EMF for cash, put the REM part in the trash. They won't help you find the truth, they won't help you find the proof.